Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the PUBG Partner Throwdown. The first, I think, for 2022. Definitely the first on Deston. This is Destination Deston. We've got 64 PUBG partners, 32 PUBG partner teams taking place in this duos tournament today, and it is going to be absolutely huge. We've got 5 games coming up all across Deston, all with the different game modes that we've got picked out for you. So expect lots of wild action, lots of unusual gameplay, and some great gameplay from our PUBG partners showing off their skills. Great to see some familiar faces in chat. My name's Ben from the Beard Guys. You might know me from streaming some PUBG myself, and I've been a PUBG partner for, I think, nearly 4 years now. You can see I've got my Deston skateboard deck in the background, very prominently placed, as well as my lovely Sanok beach towel. They're both nice PUBG partner perks they've sent me over the years. So big shout out to the PUBG partner team for organising these events. They put loads of hard work into making them happen, and they're always great fun. And thanks for having me on board. It's great to be involved as always. So first up, should we have a little look at the rule sets for today? Check out the different game modes we're going to be doing, and then we'll have a look at the teams, and you can see some of the players that are going to be playing in the tournament today. So first up, game 1, Destination Unknown. You've landed somewhere in a place unknown. Where are we? Explore the map and get used to your surroundings and foes. So this is FPP, normal mode, increased loot, and faster zones. So reasonably standard, but just a little bit sped up and a little bit extra spicy. Then game 2, aim, steady, click, location, 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 almost as important as positioning. Traverse your way through Deston and take your targets by surprise. This is FPP again, sniper and hunting rifles only with a field finish. So going to be an interesting one there, just bolt actions and winnies. These are all duo games, remember, all FPP. Game 3, we've got Knock Knock, who's there? Keep on your toes, check every corner, and don't forget to look up. This is going to be heading right over to Ripton. We've got a Ripton finish, a square zone around the big town, the highlight of Deston for many players. It's FPP, ARs, and Origin 12 shotgun, the new full auto shotgun only with the Ripton finish square zone. Looking forward to that one, particularly that's something we've been doing ourselves in some of our custom games. Game 4, we've got Hit the Road. This is, sometimes you think you're going one way, but you end up entirely different direction, leading you to the all-important question, where's my car? And that car is hopefully going to be the new police car, the enforcer car that is now available on Deston on PC with its lovely flashing lights and its sirens. This is, again, Deston, increased loot and a high zone spread. We're going to see the zone bouncing around all over the place and should make it pretty interesting. Game 5 is our Destination Deston game. This is one zone, one location. Blue zone will instantly knock you out. An instant death blue zone. One of my favorite things to see. So that's going to be a nice one to finish up on today. So every game today is going to be on Deston. Every game is going to be in duos and in FPP. And it should be good fun. Great to see so many people hanging out in chat already. Do say hello. Do let us know who your favorite PUBG partner is that is going to be playing today. Lovely to see Justin in there. Do say hello. Lots of new PUBG partners playing today. Obviously, there's a big load of PUBG partners joined the program over about 2 months ago, something like that. Around not long after the FPP launch, around the Deston launch, I guess. So loads of new PUBG partners around now. A lot of them, I think, are going to be playing in the tournament today, which is great to see, as well as some old faces. We've got 10k days in there and a bunch of the players, Suzanne and people you might know that have played in these tournaments previously. But we're just going to jump over and we can have a little look through the player list here, and maybe you can shout out in chat and let me know who you're cheering for today, who you want to see come out on top. Let's have a little look here. So this is the list of participants in their teams. We've got Tato's here. This is made up of, got to click the right bit. This is Karenko and Valdera. We've got Explicit and Arb here. The Kings of Sosnovka with Mazzarini and Reverend. Loot Gaming, we've got Thunderlost and 10k Days. 10k Days has come in and done very well in some of these tournaments before. We've also got Throne down here and Ranger Jackson. Team of Love, Zulu Man and Laura, both well known in the community. Ribbents and Fragger here, the big gamers. R25, this is Mithrain and Polar. We've got Deston, this is Dogger, Dogzer, and Sanson. And then we've got 212s and TK. I'm going to try and do my best to not butcher the pronunciation of anyone's names. I apologize if I get them wrong. Just shout at me in Twitch chat and I'll try and correct myself. We've got Slicker and Young. We're going to go for that. Chicken Attack, this is Suzanne and Ace. We've got Uri, this is Eleanor and Damon. Also, if I accidentally call anyone the wrong gender, please let me know. I apologize if I call someone a man and they're not, or a woman and they're not. I will do my best. Soda and Grown here is Must Destroyers. We've got Catch the Canister, this is Triss and the Signet. Then here we've got Mujahid, we've got Curb. We've got Bax team with Correct, Team Roxy, this is Roxy, Proxy, and Clara, we're going to call it you. Then we've got Mac, Frenchie, and Team Love is Farina and Resk. We'll go through the rest of those in just a minute. We'll just jump over and say hello to people and do a quick recap of the game modes. We're going to be starting in just a few minutes. Game 1 is due to start anytime now. The players are getting in the lobby. They're getting ready to play, so should be going very, very soon. But I hope everyone's having a lovely day and we're all pretty much ready to go. So quick recap of the game modes and then we'll jump in and have a look at the rest of the teams. We'll be able to show you the leaderboard pretty soon after game 1 has ended. So hang around in between games and we'll let you know who is coming out on top. So quick recap of game 1. We got Destination Unknown. This is we're all the maps are going to be on Destin today. And game 1 I believe is increased loot and faster zones, but otherwise pretty normal modes. So we're easing ourselves in with something pretty sensible, and then we'll crack on and do some sillier stuff as we progress through the proceedings today. So jumping back over to our player list, we got through half of them, so let's have a little look. We've got Weenie Team here. This is Deddy and Shoxy. We got Scooter, which is X-Grin and Waloo. We got Grindmore, which is Blizz and Box. Then we got Peep and Phrase, Quadranus and SR, Rickamore and Susie, Hello Senpai and Rox. Nice and easy ones there. Ibanen and Morda, Shunka and Rip and Siprex, and Fnatic and Opex. And on the last page, the final two teams, we've got Jara YouTube and Cannibal, and we've got Ostas and Levente. There we go. We didn't do too badly at that, did we? I think we made a pretty good go of the pronunciation. At least they're all characters I could read. But some familiar names in there and lots of new ones as well, which is lovely to see. So big shout out to anyone new playing in their first PUBG partner throwdown today. Great to see. And then some of the old dogs still hanging around, have another crack at it. There's some great prizes to be won today as well. By the way, if I just bring up my little list for 1 minute, and then we can show you this, and that should work all seamlessly. Look at this. Such a professional. So these are the prizes today. We have got 48,000 G-Coin and 90 Hunters chest packs to be distributed throughout the players that win today. So a big pile of G-Coin, a big pile of Hunters chest packs ready to go to today's winners. And we can also have a look at the point system. If we just scroll up a little bit here, you can see normal point system as we've done in previous tournaments that you might be familiar with from watching PUBG esports events. First place gets 400 points, 365 points for second, 330 for third, and so on and so forth for placement. And that goes all the way down to 30th. You come in 31st, you get nothing. So aim to be not last, and you're going to get something on the board. 28 points per kill as well, so you do get a pretty nice amount per kill. So you're not going to be able to sneaky snake your way to number 1, but you do get a lot of points for taking the chicken dinner home. So game 1 should be starting pretty soon. I think the players are mostly in the lobby and we are just about to get ready. Yep, I can see the lobby is up. I think we're just waiting for the last 1 or 2 players and then we are going to get going. Got 5 games to do today. They're all going to be duos, all FPP, all on Destin. And we'll show you the leaderboard as soon as this game has ended. But should be getting going in just a couple of minutes. And I will be right back. There we go. We are ready for game number 1 of the session. We've got Ansvar observing for us today. Big shout out to Ansvar. As always, going to do a fantastic job, I'm sure. And this is game 1 of the 5 that we've got today. All on Deston, duos, FPP. Don't forget that these streamers are going to be streaming this themselves. Most people playing this are going to have their own streams going. So if your favorite streamer is playing in this today, then you'll be able to go and watch it on their Twitch channel or YouTube channel or wherever they are streaming. So do go check those out. Show your support to all the people playing, or why not check out a new PUBG partner that you've seen doing brilliantly in the tournament today and you want to go and see what they're all about. But the game set pretty normal. Sorry, the rule set pretty normal for the game today. We've got 63 in. It's a pretty good effort. Only one person didn't quite manage to make it in. So pretty good to see that. So this is normal mode, increased loot, and slightly faster zones. Everyone drop in pretty evenly around the map. I can see we got a couple of teams at arenas. Turned into quite a hot drop on Deston. Just 2 at Lodge, I think. And then a few people just spreading themselves around. This is Team Cub. Look at this. This is nice having logos and colors and little team names. This is a very premium experience here. Look at these guys. These are way off. This is Box and Blizz right up in the top of Swamp, I think they are. Oh, it's really going to test my memory of names of places that I've not done very much of on the new map. They're up at Carpenter's End, but pretty safely away from most of the rest of the players. There's Danimon. Making his way in on a quad bike. Oh, I thought it was going to be one of the water boats, but he's the air boats. Sorry, the water boats? I guess all boats are water boats, right? On a quad bike, though. So it looks like we maybe had... Oh, here's a couple of teams close together. This is Cannibal and Jara together, the 2 YouTube, I assume YouTube streamers probably, or YouTube content creators. Then we got Mortar. This is Team VVV in the house just next door, keeping it pretty close together. Make sure you shout out in chat who you want to win, who you're cheering for, who you'd like to see do well. Would love to see that. And we can try and find them on screen, cheer them on. Ibanan already got the drone. Drone obviously very useful on Deston. You can get the security keys. You can get in the secret rooms. And you can get yourself some level 3 gear. There we go. Was that the teammate just shooting the drone? I think were they spying on them and shot the drone? Somebody shot the drone. It was very confusing, but they're all still alive. I thought there would just been a brutal team kill, but I think we're okay. We're just getting on top of things. We have had a knock in the feed. That is Quatronas has been taken out by Curb. Actually finished as well there, so that's one player fully down. And this is Mujahid here is knocked, and teammate on 9 HP has got the med off though, but is under pressure. We've got a MP9 coming in there, and Quatronas is down. Going to go for the revive. The frag falls a bit short, so might get away with it, but they're pushing in close. One teammate knocked from each of these. Curb is going to try and push it. He has got the revive and gets taken out. It's a great recovery from Blue Star there. Does well, gets teammate back up, just drops the push, and the other teammate was down obviously, so they've now got control of this compound. Done very well. So the zone has gone right up in the northwest there. That's a big shift right on down Ripton way. Some of the people that are on the east side of the swamp are going to be struggling. The drone flew into the other house. Right, got you. Yeah, that makes sense. I felt like it kind of looked like the teammate had just shot their friend with a shotgun. So I'm glad that's not what happened. So everyone making their way up. No one was actually in Ripton itself, which is kind of crazy. Shunker I can see down in Lodge. Quite a few people in the southeast, but they're not too far from the zone, so shouldn't struggle too much. This does mean with the northwest zone, we're going to see the other big town brought into play, which has some high-rise buildings as well. And Quatronast here with the blue chip detector, one of the new additions to Deston since the update that just came out. It's going to be a great counter to this. It means they're well aware of those 2 players way outside. They know exactly where they are. And going to be really interesting to see these kind of fights from spectator view, from observer view and see what happens. But Ribbons reckons they've got a counter for the blue chip, and that's chuck a dirty great C4 down on the ground to push them out. But it's such a big building that's just they're gonna be able to go to the far side of that and escape damage pretty easy, and they're just gonna back out of that one and play it a little safe. And yeah, the blue chip's gonna help them make sure they are safe as well, moving into some free air, and Fragger and Rebens falling back there as well. But it sounds like maybe they just put some long range shots on. Yeah, just trying to get some sprays as they fall back there. And that's a brilliant knock from Miles out from Fragger. Oh my god, doesn't have much ammo on that M4, but he does well with the red dot from a long way back, and that's caught him on the back foot, probably even out of blue chip range there, but not out of M4 range for Fragger, and they are pushing in hard to try and capitalize on this. That is a great bit of play. This is all FPP. Remember, we might occasionally go into third-person view or into different camera views for the players. This is all FPP. They've got the revive off nice and quick there. Frag's going to come in, and he is big Fragger, so he might have this one on the money. Oh, he just got away with that. He might be able to get inside. He was low, but yeah, I think teammate has got inside. That's Quatronos is back in, and Ribbons and Fragger pushing in hard here. Great to see this aggression. The frags are right in. Doesn't do any damage there. I think it's went a touch long and putting some shots back here while the teammates, while Quatronos is in there, getting their health back up. Nice play there. Nice recovery after that knock. They're just a touch too far to get in there and capitalize completely. But they have got him kind of back on level pegging now after being on the back foot somewhat. Quatronos put low again. Hopefully they've got a decent amount of meds here because they are taking a substantial amount of damage. Not quite. I think these guys are just in the play zone as well. It looks like they're going to fall into this building and just take stock a little bit. And there we go. So these are all our teams moving up from the southeast. No, so they are outside. They were just outside of the lodge. They were just the western lodge there. So they've got a little way to go, and they've got to cross the river as well. Might be trouble. We got wall here, and there's the cop car. First cop car we've seen. Senpai cruising past in it. Didn't have the sirens on. A little bit disappointing, but making their way in. And their teammates got a cop car as well, which is great to see. But they've managed to get away with that. They have taken a little bit of damage, a little bit of smoke coming off. These new cars, of course, you can put stuff in the trunk, in the boot if you're from the UK. Store things in them, just like the Porter on Tago. Not sure if they're going to be really worrying about that, but it's quite handy if you want to shove some spare armor, a spare vest, spare helmet, stuff that you can't normally carry, maybe an alternative gun. But of course, if the vehicle gets destroyed, then you aren't going to lose that. Most of our players up in the play zone now. We've got a few people actually up at 10 forts. I was about to say 10 ports. 10 forts up in the north of Swamp. Team cruising in here. Do they know they're here? No, Roxy, and they are getting absolutely creamed here. Yeah, that is Roxy and Clara, yeah, something like that, right? Taken out by Explicit and Arb there. Very cleanly tried to coast in. Unfortunately, they were just waiting for them and got absolutely demolished out of game one. We're down to 58 players. 2 teams eliminated so far. Just 7 minutes gone of this game. So second zone is up. We've got a little bit to the northeast here. Not too crazy shift for anyone involved, but a lot of the swamp in play, which is going to be interesting. I think we still got a couple of cell towers in that zone, and a lot of players already up there. They're going to put these shots in and let them drive past. This is simply known as S and TKN. I guess that's you know, short and sweet. But they're moving up behind here on Dogser, not Doggers, as I said earlier. Dogser looks like they're going to get into the swamp okay. There's the swamp cell tower. That is nicely in the zone and ready to be utilized. And these guys just trying to figure out where they want to go. Bit of a nasty hillside this. It really goes on for miles. If your car goes down there, it's a long walk to try and get back to cover. Here's Shunka and Sip. They've got a team pulling up. They're going to be out. And this is going to surely end bad. It's a great spray. Gets one down. Info on 6 HP. The finish comes off, but does get knocked in return. So it's a 2v1. And there we go. That is finished off. Shunka is down. I think there was some third-party action coming in. You heard the DMR shots, but Shunka has got back inside there, and Team Susie is out of there. But yep, Shunka will be fine here. Sip's going to get back up. This is over in the swamp. Third party coming in from Dogs there, I think it was, and Sanson maybe. I think had the DMR from a little way out. So Dogs here in Sanson keeping an eye on things. I'm not sure they're pushing over too aggressively yet, but they're certainly keeping them honest. And a lot of shots going off in Swamp as people try and move through. Mazzarini has been knocked by Laura, and Zulu Man finishes off Mazzarini there. as a couple of other players take a spot in the swamp. Everyone is up here. This is Laura and Zulu there. Mazzarini, their teammate, did make it in to the next building. They're just 1 or 2 over from Laura and Zulu here, so very close by. Good little compound here for Laura and Zulu to hold. They've got nice positioning in that zone. Los Arcos, the other big town with all the very tall buildings and a lot of zip lines in it. That is just on the edge of the zone. It could still shift that way. If it does, you get some pretty interesting battles going on there. It's kind of like a mini Ripton if you've not really been up there. There's some really big buildings and a lot of little tight corners and verticality to play around with. So here we are with Elena and Danimon, and then we've got Ace and Suzanne. So this is a nice little 2v2. Look like they're ready for it. No kills on the board yet. And, oh, this is going to be brutal. Right in the open. Spins really nicely and puts Dan on 1 HP. But put back on 1 HP themselves by Elena. Great supporting fire. Got the MK14 as well from one of the security rooms, possibly. Or maybe even just from a regular old airdrop. That was a very, very close call then. Somehow no one got knocked. Suzanne just holding back there, holding that angle. And Suzanne is going to be ready to take someone down if they show a bit too much. It's a good play. Elena might not know where these angles are going to come from. And we just lost Odas and Levante taken down by Slayer there in the feed, losing a bunch of players. And this fight going on nicely. A few smokes down. Very aggressive move here by Ace. There's a lovely spin after getting caught in the open, spun around so nice, and is holding that close angle. Got a nice little ridge. Suzanne has moved down, got lit up badly though, and this is Ace is taking. It's going to have to 2v1 it here. He's getting some nice shots, but he's got to do it all on its own. Suzanne actually got third party there. That was Mithrain from behind with the bolt action taking out Suzanne. And I'm not quite sure if Danimon, maybe Team Dan realized that. I'm saying Danimon like it's some kind of Pokemon. I'm probably going to get told it's just Dan, but we're going to call him Danimon for now. We're just going to roll with that. So Suzanne still knocked, hasn't been flushed out, so there might still be something on, but that move back I think is going to be difficult for Ace. He had to go through the open. He's going to try to move in and finish this off, I think, try and take them out. Yeah, there he has got the smoke down. But he wants to get these guys down. He knows if he falls back, it's going to be pretty nasty. So the zone has shifted south. It's gone away from Swamp, but a lot of people committed to that. Especially that fight we were just watching is right up at the north. And everyone's now got to crash back down the south. Not too far for Laura and Zulu, though. They were just on the edge. And this is back, and Corette taken down by Icky, sure. Ace got the knock on Elena there, so taken down on one of those. May still be able to save Suzanne somehow. No, Ace taken down by Dan in the end. And Suzanne is gone. That was the kill from Mithrain in the end from that third party. Here's Elena being carried to safety by Dan for the revive. One of the best game mechanic changes introduced in the last couple of years in my books. Being able to pick up players, friend and foe, and carry them around is a great change. Looks like it's going to be a crash here from Groan. Moving in, there's already a team here and another team very close by as well. This is a great nade out there. Doesn't actually do much damage, but nice effort from Reverend then. And on their own, Mazzarini all taken down, so it's a 2v1. He's just throwing everything they've got to try and fend this off. But the third-party shots are coming in. Got to be careful. Sanson's just been taken down there across the way. Also in Swamp by Box, that was. This is Shinka and Sip also close by. And Laura been knocked there by Wee there. That's Zulu Man's teammate. She's been taken down. And this is a Reverend on their own, 2v1ing it. Trying to figure out what's going on. As long as the two are outside, there's a chance they're going to get third party. You can hear those shots. Not as easy it might seem. And the Team of Love is taken down. Laura and Zulu Man are out. Team of Love gone but not forgotten, unfortunately, in game one. And Sanson finished off there as well, I think. This is Reverend still fighting that 2v1. One of them, I think, has gone under the decking. Yeah, this is one of them's kind of scampering around next to the decking just outside. And these guys, they are in the play zone here. They're getting ready for the push. They are. Takes one down, but put down low on 20. You've got to push in and finish it, surely. Nicely done. Committed to that, but I think their teammate has been flushed out. Yeah, stolen by Mithrain, the king of the third party, has taken another sneaky one there. And Shinka and Sip are moving in here. They got 2 kills on the board, and they're feeling like getting more. It's just one player in there. If they've been watching the kill feed carefully, they're going to know exactly what's going on in that situation. Trying to play it sensibly again, but as we saw, if you loiter out here where you're trying to push these houses, then you're going to get third parties. So they need to do this aggressively, and they are pushing in pretty hard. It's a good stun by the look of it. I think that's going to connect. No, just jumped into that back room, actually. Might have got away with that. Nice. Baits the position out there. It's a great stun, but laying prone does manage to get it. Well played by Sip there. Doesn't take too much damage in the process. Very slick clearance of that house from that team there. So Iban and Mortar taken down there. Mithrain still going, and Polar there. Been picking up a few sneaky third parties. Here's Elena with the MP9 moving into the zone. It's the MP9, not the MP7, right? Am I saying the right gun? Yeah, I reckon it's the MP9. We'll roll with that. There's Dogza taken down. I have to be very careful when I say that. So police car rolling into the zone here. Most of the players have made it in. They're kind of moving down to just above construction site here. It's a bit of an open area. There's a couple of barns there. I think there's a grain silo, but there's not too much else going on. A little bit of the edge of the road still in, but there are a lot of players fitting into a pretty small area here. Shunka and Sip has still got to come down. And it's looking pretty busy on that north side of the zone. This kind of area here, it's going to be horrible to play. With this many players left alive, they're going to try and go in this little, yeah, they're going to get in the little hut. They're going to hop in there. Mithrain best in the world. Mithrain hype. Yeah, Mithrain's been picking up those kills. Mithrain's been doing all right. So this is Blue Sar here. Quatronas is down. That second knock at least. Maybe third. We've seen Quatronas go down earlier on. Is going to be lost. But they got 2 kills on the board, so it's not all lost. And, well, big hits there. That's through the tiny gap in the fence. I think this is a 1v1. Looks like Wolves lost their teammate. So Blue's going to try and push that. No, he's going to go for the meds. They're both going to get medded out. Got the stun ready to throw. Doesn't really know where they're going to come from yet, but it's actually worked out brilliantly. But doesn't get exposed. Blue was still in the tunnel or in the cement thing. And it looks kind of metal, actually, in the big tube. The giant metal tube. And Wolves is holding that angle. Little 1v1 here. I'm surprised no one has third party this. I guess they're kind of tucked in the corner of construction. They're maybe out of the way. I can see Explicit and teammate are looking this way, though. They're definitely getting ready for that. Playing a nice stun there. But can't find the angle. It's a little game of cat and mouse going on between these two. Somehow no one else has put a shot into it. They've just got enough cover. The molly's coming out here, and Blue is trying to go for the height. It's a nice idea. Nice play. Gets some big hits and takes them all down. And that is well played by Blue. Gets another kill there. I think that's 3 on the board for their team there. Lost a teammate, but every kill gets you points. I think it's 28 points per kill. Definitely worth it. Picking up everything you can. And here's Polar, nicely positioned for this, but it's going to be 2v1, and Mithrain wasn't, not sure if Mithrain was quite there in time to support that, and loses their teammate. Polar has gone down. But that grenade, not cooked, but if it catches them, yeah, it did. That was nice. Nicely done. They were low from the early. I think that grenade bounced off the wall. It did. Luckily, didn't cook that one too much. So low from the earlier sprays, did manage to get the knock. Oh my god, that grenade right on him, but might get away with that. Does just manage to jump inside. And might try and push this. He knows there's a knock, but they're going to get the revive okay here. They've all got to move into the zone, so I think Myth might be thinking about, yeah, bailing out a little bit, or just trying to get on zone side of them and maybe get a new angle here. This is going to be tough, though. We've got Heal here and Karenko, and there goes Mithrain, taken down by Senpai, actually shot in the back by Senpai there. Another brutal third party. There's a big fight going on. This is Jara with their teammate down. Does manage to get the save. Took down Arb and Explicit. And then another third party flush there. That was S taking down Cannibal. Is gone. So that's another solo team left in this late game situation. Very south zone at the moment. Moving down towards construction site. Most of construction not really in the zone, but it is heading down that way. Most of the buildings now been pushed out, apart from a few little scraps around the edge of construction. There's Box getting a nice little knock on Ribbons there. It's got S just on the side. We saw just get the kill steal a minute ago. That's going to be a nice molly. There is another door out of that if they don't get caught. Yeah, they're not on fire. And they do have a teammate nearby. Both the 2-1-2s are actually here. Surely S knows he's going to be holding that angle. It's great fire. Great pre-fire. And somehow the knock on Ribbon's not actually been stolen yet, which is kind of remarkable. There goes Box. It's a nice frag from TKN. 10k Days taking down one of the WCWs there. We haven't seen much of 10k Days so far this game, but I'm sure we will see plenty of 10k Days over the course of the tournament today. always getting a lot of kills and always it seems to perform well in these. This is Karenko. Tires taken out, edge of the zone. We got Slicker right there and Senpai uphill. This is going to be brutal. Is just in the zone there, and with that smoke, we can get some more down. Can stay alive for a minute. He's got two right in front of him, gets one down. That is going to be the only invite. Everyone else needs to throw the third parties in. Surely trying to get the shots from out in the zone there doesn't work out. And I think, yeah, Rox and Senpai here, they're going to move in and try and claim those extra kills. Try and get the easy points here. They've already got 3 on the board. They just need to try and get in there and take advantage of Slicker and their teammate whilst they are on low health. They got the revive. 10k Days, best in the world. 10k Days is an absolute beast. Yeah, looking forward to seeing 10k playing today, as always. And just holding this, they've all got to move to the zone, but the cover for the green team here is not good for Slicker and Young. Put the smokes down though, and they can shoot, so we'll see what happens. Senpai got a kill on the board already. Rock's already got 2. They got a nice split angle here as well. They can play it sensibly. They can get them both. There you go, with the orb taken down. And it's just Slicker left here, 2v1. Zone's about to start moving. We can see 10k Days up at the top here, looking for an angle. Fender here is also trying to find an angle, running in. They've only got, I think, 2 or 3 kills on the board, and they're going to want some more as we get into the late game. 9 left alive, 6 teams, a lot of solos left at the moment. 20 minutes in, and here they are for that third party we were saying. Taken out. Fender gets the kill on Slicker there. S gets a kill on Blue Star. And we got 10k Days just running around to grab a little bit more loot and find the angle he wants. And then that zone's going to move. Should be able to outrun it. It's moving quick, but yeah, just about okay. I think that was just grabbing the EMT as he ran through there. Pretty sure that's what the little blue, the blue move was. So here's Senpai, one of the duos remaining. I think there's 3 duos and a solo by the look of it. We've got Senpai and Rox, 10k and Fender up the top, and then a couple of others moving about. Moving to a pretty open area. It's not going to be long before this one's over. Getting some nice shots at 10k, put low grenades on it as well. That one is right on Senpai. Senpai is going to go down. Absolutely 4 kills for these guys. Is that going to be it? 1 down apiece. 10k was taken down by Senpai. It's a nice little trade there. They're going to fight this out, but everyone else is going to be moving over. You can see S in the background from 212 moving over, try and take advantage. The molly hits the tree, doesn't find the angle, and here he is, going to steal the kill on 10k. And Team 212, they are both still up in a strong position here. Both the other duos have lost a player, or 10k is certainly out. They might get the revive for 2 a.m. there on Senpai, and then Jara is the other solo on the other side. But Jara with the AWM takes down one of the 212. Keeps it interesting. That's one of the other duos broken here. So is now shifted a little bit back towards Senpai and Rox. They do have to move a little bit to the zone. Cover is poor, but they're the only duo not... TKN had a self-resi. Look at that. Self-resi coming to play. The follow-up grenade wasn't bad, but yeah, self-revive for TKN. Keeps them in the game. Keeps both up. Fender is gone. It's going to be a 2v2v1 here. Jara getting the smokes down. And it's going to be 2 a.m. 212 or GM taking the victory today. Great little end zone here. It's a real tough one. Everyone's come well prepared with their smokes, with their utility. Nice spray on Jury. It's going to be a struggle. But then shots from the side from 212. Senpai is down. There we go. S is gone. We just got Roxy up at the moment and Jara. I think it's... And then we've got one of S's... No, sorry. TKN, the one who self-revived. S is gone. It's TKN. Senpai's in that, but he's now Senpai's taken out by the grenade. So we've got a 1v1v1. We've got Rox, Jara, and TKN. We know TKN used their self-resi already. Even if they had another one, I doubt they're going to get a chance to use it. And this is nasty. Jara with the P90. Going for the prone plays. And this is tense stuff. It's going to be Jara or... sorry, I keep saying Roxy. Jara or Rox. Or TKN here. Just everyone being a little bit patient here. Can't be too many smokes left. I imagine they've probably thrown most of them. We've seen loads of smokes deployed already. And some pretty brutal guns here as well. We've got an AUG in play. 6 kills on the board for 212. They've had a good game wherever this ends up finishing. They've got some kills out there. And just waiting to see where this zone is going to push them. None of the players at the moment really in the plays, and they've all got to shuffle forward just a little bit. Rox is closest, but is going to get lit up by the P90. Spins around. Yara takes them down, but that is Rox out of it. But put very low. Now is going to push in on low HP. TK knows exactly where they are. Does get the heal off, and does have smokes left as well for TKM, which is going to be super useful. It's a great stun, but he's super low from the blue zone. Can he get it? It's absolutely brilliant finish from Jara. Takes the victory on such low HP after going into the blue, but a brilliant stun over by the tree, pushes in from the blue and finishes the P90. It's a great finish by Jara there, taking the dub for Jara and Cannibal. 2-1-2, S and TKN in second place, Rox and Senpai in third place. Wow, what a brilliant first game. Great finish. Great play there. Really nicely done in the end by the YouTube team, taking the dub. Great stun, great push in with the P90 to take the victory on game number 1. Very tense finish. Enjoyed that. That was our game 1. We got 5 to go today. When the leaderboard is updated with all the points, we'll have a little look at that. Also, you get 28 points for every kill. So even if you finished a little way down, if you got a bunch of kills, that's going to help you out a bunch. So we'll have a little look at the leaderboard once it has updated. We've got 4 more games to come for you today. Next game up is going to be sniper and hunting rifles only, with a field finish, or the circle more inclined to go towards a field. So should be an interesting one. A little bit of a different dynamic to the last game. We're just going to get the lobby up for that one, and we'll be right back in just a couple of minutes for the for the leaderboard, and then for game number 2. Welcome back, everybody. My name's Ben from the Beard Guys. Welcome to the PUBG partner Throwdown destination, Deston. If you're just joining us, we've just finished game number 1. Game 2, the players are joining the lobby as we speak and getting ready to play. And the leaderboard has been updated, so we can have a little look and see how it is after game number 1. So here we are. Let me make that a little bit bigger. There we go. That's a bit better. So this is just after game 1. We can see that 2-1-2s who placed second in that game because of their kills. They've managed to go top with 533 points, 365 placement points, but 168 kill points. Good Mood, who grabbed the chicken dinner in game 1. You can see that's Yara and Cannibal with 512 points, about 20 points behind the team in first. Has significantly less kill points. They had 4 kills still, but about 50 odd less kill points because of their kill total. 2 Angry Men in third place. You can see that's Rox and Senpai. And then Triple V Gamers, that's Slicker and Young down here with 4 kills. Loot Gaming down in 5th place. This is Thunderlost and 10k Days we saw right at the end game there. Just 3 kills from them this game. I've no doubt that we're going to see some higher kill games from them throughout the course of the tournament today. Team Win here we've got with 352 in 6th place. And then Potatoes down in 7th place. That's going to be SR and Quatronas. We saw a little bit of in that game. Big Gamers, 337 points in 8th place. That's Fragger and Rebens. Tatoes in 9th place. That's Karenko and Valdera. And then Grindmore, Team Grindmore, Box Bob and Blizz in 10th place. You can pull up this leaderboard for yourself in chat. There'll be a link for it. ! Leaderboard, I believe, will be the command, or if not, someone post it and correct me. But that is the leaderboard as it stands. Pretty close at the moment. There's no one got a ridiculous amount of kills that game to give themselves some ridiculous leads. So everyone is still very much in this. We've got 4 more games to play today, and it could be anyone's. Next game up is going to be Aim, Steady, Click. This is our bolt actions and winnies, I believe, on Deston. Slightly faster circles than normal, but it's going to be bolt actions only. So going to be an unusual one. Going to be a little bit different to maybe what we're used to. And looking forward to seeing how that ends up going. Let's just have a little recap of the points system. If you're not familiar with that, we'll just jump over to this and show you this. So for placement, you get 400 points for placing in first. For second, you get 365. For third, you get 330. And that goes all the way down. Even in 10th place, you still get nearly 200 points. So if you can get 10th place and get, 5 or 6 kills, you're going to get a pretty good amount of points. So definitely try and make sure you get some kills in there. 28 points per kill. So a lot to be won there. So it looks like we're nearly ready to go for game number 2. Just going to take 30 seconds or so. And once that lobby is raring, we will jump over and we'll jump in for the second game of the day. Here we go. We are nearly ready for game number 2 of the session to kick off. Just one under our belt so far in this Duos tournament. PUBG Partner Duos tournament today. We got 32 teams playing out across FBB Duos, 5 games across Deston with different game modes, different rule sets for the duration. This is game number 2, sniper and hunting rifles only with a field finish. So interesting to see how this one plays out. Be a little bit different to last game. Last game, you know, typical kind of PUBG vibe. This one, a little bit wacky. Expect some unusual close range fights as people jump around and try and shoot each other with bolt action snipers from 3 meters away. Going to be interesting to see if anyone can manage to pull themselves up the leaderboard. Any of the teams who maybe had a bit of a disappointing finish in game number 1. See if they can get themselves up a bit higher. Maybe one of the ones who did well in game 1. Gonna absolutely choke and throw it away this time. 2-1-2, Team 2-1-2. They came out on top points-wise last game. Winners of last game with the chicken dinner was Team Good Mood. That was Yara and Cannibal. But just slipped into second place on the leaderboard by a smidgen because of the kill count of the people from 2-1-2 in the end. 2 Angry Men in third place at the moment on the leaderboard. And then Triple V Gamers in fourth with Loot Gaming in fifth. This is Explicit and Arb here. Everyone pretty spread out again. We have got one team going into Ripton this time round. I guess the zone is going to go away from there. We have an incline for a field finish, although I suppose... it's a cat and a dog having a little cuddle. Sorry, a little bit distracted there. So this is Explicit and Arb. They're over on the coast. They've got Mujahid here nearby as well, and I assume their teammate, MJD's teammate. Yeah, there's Team MJD, Curb, in another house over there. There's some big houses on this map. They are massive. You can tell it's America. They've all got massive houses. But doesn't look anyone too nearby. We've got the oranges a little way off there. But it might be a little early fight between these two. If they get a blue chip, they might be able to see where they are. And there they are, right down on the south coast. Interesting. Shunka there at Lodge. Couple of teams at Arena. And we got a little car chase going on already here. Do they even have a gun? Oh, no, this is Farina. And Resk chasing... Yiz is here, but no one seems... I mean, there was one bow action shot. I guess it's kind of hard to do a drive-by with a bow action, but not that I should underestimate any of these players' abilities. But they seem to be getting away with driving along pretty in a pretty friendly manner for the time being. Here's Farina. They're in the little grain silo here. You should be able to get a fair bit of loot there, but not that you need to do too much looting because it's going to be bolt actions and hunting rifles only. Here's Ranger Jackson. THO, they're heading into, looks like they go into this compound. We've got Throne and Ranger here. Going to get a bit more loot. One of the lovely new cars added to Destin. They've left their lights on. Hopefully they don't run the battery out, but they did turn the sirens off, so might not alert anyone. And there we go. I said it probably wouldn't be a Ripton zone, and the zone has gone as Ripton, as you can imagine, a zone going Ripton. But here we are with a little scrap going on in Arena. This is a little bolt action early fight between... 10k Days gets taken down early there. Thender's going to be on their own, but it's actually it's 1v1. They've taken down one each here, chasing down super low. He's trying to get the melee out, trying to get the kill on 10k, but he's running away. The melee finish is a great idea, but a great save from Thender with the pan throw. The bow action and melee finish has got to be the play. I like to see that early on. Great save there. 10k taken down early. A lot of people would have been worried. Oh no, but crept off and by Phrase. There's the third party. Or is that... No, that is just the third play. That's the solo. It's Phrase who lost their teammate, comes in and sneaks the kill. Almost saved their 10k Days, but taken out very early in the end. 3 different teams at Arena, and it's actually the solo that ends up getting away with it and getting the kills. They're getting the points. So here's Suzanne with teamed up with Ace here. They're over on the coast, just keeping an eye on things. This is Mazzarini driving past there. With their teammate, trying to find a little spot they want to go to. Is that with Suzanne there, maybe? They've got their bolt actions. Not much else they need to get. Just going to get themselves a good spot. Weird area for the play zone to go here, right down in the southeast. A lot of people are going to go... I guess if you think it's going to go into fields, then you're going to go into this big green area outside of Ripton. But if you're in Ripton itself, you can probably extract yourself. It's quite a hard... city to get stuck in. There's so many different routes to come down, and with the verticality as well, you can probably just jump off and parachute yourself down into a little spot. Some of the teams have got a real long way to go to make their way down here. Yes, this is snipers only, hunting rifles and bolt actions only. So they're not just running that for a laugh. It's all they can do. But the Winnie, of course, now has the flip scope. You can flip the scope off, so it just has the iron sights. It does give you a little bit of close range action. There's an airdrop, which hopefully no one will pick up, but it is coming down in Ripton. But it should be snipers only for our players. There you go. It's a Groza, which hopefully no one will use. So there we go. We've got a lot of water in this zone. Wind farm is in still, but we're guessing it's going to go into that southeast green bit. I don't know how much the settings guarantee that it will definitely go field, or if they make this circle just feel somewhat inclined to go towards the field. We'll have to see how it goes. Great hit there in the follow-up. Sanson taken down. There's going to be no respite for Sanson, and that is going to be Dogser on their own. No, Dogs are taken down as well. Stops. Great follow-up there. 2 kills on the board. Both of those for Roxy, but good hits from both of them there. Nicely done by TRQ. And bolt actions only isn't going to slow down these two. They've already picked up 2 kills, and it's a great little spot there to wait for people to come in from towards Ripton from the outside. It's such a big shift on that zone. Loads of teams are going to be coming down late. And that's a great little spot there. They want to get themselves some early kills. It's worked out very nicely indeed. This is Senpai. Teammate is down, but does get a nice bit of damage done on Levante, but it's a 2v1. Ostas and Levante versus Senpai with a broken vest. Mac is a long way out here. Mac and Dark, and there we go. Taken down. Senpai gone as well. Seeing some early kills here. I thought it might take a little while with the bolt actions only, but there are a few dropping pretty early on. Look at all these teams clustered on the southeast coast there. They're all going down there. They're all going for that, hoping for that field finish that we're expecting. And this is Laura. They're up near, is that the concert thing? That's quite away from the zone. Yeah, that's the concert. It's the big floating chicken. So, yeah, they're a little way away from the play zone still. There is the north road into Ripton. They could cut through Wind Farm, I guess, or, you know, take some sort of nautical route across the water. But, yeah, they've got a little way to go to get themselves in. This bridge here, this road in, can normally be pretty brutal, but there's no one waiting on it at the moment. So Susie is going to get away with that. 2-1-2, currently top of the leaderboard. They're underneath in their cop cars. Just keeping an eye on things, but we're going to struggle to find an angle. Bold effort from Rickmore there. Doesn't pay off. No kills on the board yet for these two, but it is pretty early. They're just going to go straight through and out the other side. And are they going to hit the jump? Not quite sure. But a lot of teams moved into Ripton. A lot of teams on that southeast coast. And then still 2 teams up in the swamp, but absolutely miles away here. Not quite sure what the damage is on the blue zone. They move a little bit quicker than normal, but I'm not sure if the damage is increased as well. But they're going to find out pretty soon because they're a long way from home, Dorothy. This is Mithrain and Polad still fighting with Kerb and Mujahid. We saw these drop here. I think it's the same compound they dropped at right at the start of the game, or they've moved and become neighbors elsewhere. But holding that one down, they're in a decent position off the drops, so why not? Triss taken down there by Phrase. There is a free compound here that Explicit can go for. Yep. They're going to be able to take that. They've got Jara and Cannibal across the way. They won last game, currently sitting second in the leaderboard, and then Explicit and Teammate have taken that up. There's Cannibal picking up a kill, finishing off Team WTW. That was right out in the open here, trying to find somewhere safe, unable to do so, taken down in the end. Mithrain finished off there by Kerb. Mithrain gone pretty early this time as well. Still, Elena and Dan up at 10 forts. A real long way from the blue zone. So I hope they've already found a vehicle. Looks like we've got a push going on here, trying to finish off Myth. This was that fight we saw earlier on. Looks like one of them's going outside to maybe cover the drop out the window. Yeah, they are they getting out there? No, it's someone else's vehicle driving past. No, they are. They're bailed out there. They jumped out and they got in their cop cars. And they are going. It's a great save on Mithrain. They tried to push in and capitalize on that, but they got the revive, and then they jumped in their cars, and they are out of there. Here's Karenko. They're just driving straight past. Little beep of the sirens there, but no shots fired. They just want to get themselves out, get up to full HP, and try and live to fight another day. Didn't want to take too many risks early on. They're going to find a new compound to hide in. Not sure if anyone's got a blue chip. I'm not sure if blue chips are enabled on this setting or not. We'll have to wait and see if one pops up. But, yeah, they absolutely cheesed it like pros there. And they're going to live to try and get some more points on the board. Where are they going to head to? accidentally driven past a lot of empty compounds and ended up driving up to one with some people in. Oh, and they could have tried drive out of that. Luckily, it's on bow actions only. Still takes a hit, but doesn't do very much damage. Maybe a Winnie shot there, I can only assume. Or maybe a shot to the hand or the leg. Here we go, Polad and Mithrain just cruising around. Want to find somewhere safe. They picked one of the only houses around that actually had people in. And looks like they've just given up entirely on that idea. Load of teams in Ripton. We're about to get their next zone and see if the circle is going to do what we expect or maybe what we don't. Yeah, there's certainly... Oh my god, look at this shift. Look at this zone. It has gone way east. We could be seeing it go all the way up to Wind Farm potentially here. That is a tiny bit of playable area for a lot of players to get into. There's a lot of players you can see there. There's even more already out in the blue zone that have still got to make their way in. But interested to see if Elena and Dan have made it down. They were absolutely miles away. I don't think you get the emergency pickup. I don't think it's an option on Deston, is it? So you do have to drive your way down. There's the zip towers. That's not going to help you. There they are. There's so many people up here still. This is Elena and Dan making their way down. There's 3 or 4 teams that are just miles from the play zone. We've got Quatronus and Blue Star Rebents there. I mean, I'm not saying that's not how I would play it, because I'd definitely be hiding as much as possible. There is a blue chip. Yeah, blue chips are enabled. Laura's got one. But so does the team they're pushing here. Both teams with blue chips, so it is somewhat nullified. Good hits going out for both. Is anyone going to whip out the pan yet? Not quite committing to it. The other two have gone upstairs. Team Love here trying to use the blue chip to their advantage. Sorry, the team of Love. And then Zulu and Laura. EMT there for Zulu, I think, as well. Yeah, getting the intel, but the team upstairs have got one as well, so it's a bit of a standoff with the blue chips here. This is Mithrain still rocking around in the police car. Actually, maybe come to get involved in this scrap, or are they just gonna keep him honest and drive by? Yeah, they are. They're pulling up. Mithrain takes an early hit from Laura, though. Great tag there. Running the 2x on that K9. Still got the blue chip as well when they need it. Moves around. Brilliant finish there. Mithrain taken down, getting third partied in the back. She's going to want to try and get that kill, get those points if she can, but it's difficult to go out there. Everyone else is looking, and there's a team upstairs that's going to be trying to take advantage of this situation. Laura just getting a boost down there. Zulu's still on full health. Myth has just crawled. Well, stay in that position, actually. It's a nice little spot because he's got cover from Polad. Is safe from the third parties. And it's going to be a tough one for Laura to get out and finish. But also, Polar's not going to be able to get there to really save. Yeah, there we go. Myth goes in the end. Anyway, bleeds out. There was second knock for Myth, so it went quite quick. Here's another pair of cop cars moving around. Senpai Rocks rolling round. Trying to find someone to kill. Potentially, this is the 2 a.m. team. Yep, they've heard some action and they're moving in. Double bolt action for Senpai. No blue chip needed. Just going for the 2 guns. And takes a hit there, down to 32 HP. Nice little car switch. Gas can trap had been set up. They don't fall into it. I'm not sure if that is intentional. That house is burning. The whole house is on fire. Oh, great to see the effort there. Doesn't quite pay off, but very, very nice idea from Team Cub there to set up the bait. Everyone hiding in these houses with the bolt actions. And the gas can play was a good one. Just didn't quite pay off. Elena, I can see there. They're in a boat. They're making their way in. They are way out at sea. Dan and Elena here. I hope they got their life jackets. They're still in the blue zone, but they are nearly in the play zone. We are missing Rolly today. Don't have Rolly in here for some of Rolly's antics or Benjoy, but it's great to see some crazy plays going on nonetheless. Some wild blue plays, some gas can plays, and here we are with a bit of some Ripton plays. We've got Phrase. This is the solo, I believe, that we saw pick up the kills in the arena earlier. Dropping a lovely little 360 there. Thanks, Phrase. Taking on 2 people down the bottom. Got the height. Not going to have a self-revive, I don't think. I'm pretty sure, do you only get them in these security rooms? I think you can find them knocking around maybe as rare ground loot. So there is a chance someone might have a self-resi, but I'd say it's unlikely given the lack of security room usage in this game mode. If you hadn't realized already, this is bolt actions only. It's Winchesters and bolt actions. Blue chip is enabled. And the circle is gradually, gradually creeping its way out of Ripton here. Few knocks popping up in the feed there. A few finishes as well. 2 a.m. I think had one down. There goes Laura and Zulu taken out by Yissus. I guess both the kills. TTS there. The team of Love is gone, unfortunately, as we move into this next zone that's going to pop up. All these coastal teams are going to get pushed. Oh my god, it's such a small area. We are going to wind farm, and the play from Elena and Dan here might have ended up being a 200 IQ move. They were so far out from the zone, and they've now moved themselves into possibly the best position. But they do have 2 people waiting for them. They need to be alert for Team Say here. We got Wall and X-Grin we'll go for. We'll just call you maybe Grin. X-Grin, that sounds great, right? That's a cool name. Something like that. So here's everyone rolling over the bridge. It's kind of lucky for them that it is bow actions only. It makes it slightly harder to get smashed out of the vehicles when you're pushing over the bridge. But there's plenty of players here who are more than capable of landing those snipes on the players moving in. Look at them using the blue chips as they drive along. Find out where these players are. Everyone smash it over to wind farm. There is a little bit of the ground, the land on the other side of the bridge still in, but everyone deciding it's going to go this way. This is where the more land mass is. This is the field that the blue zone has tried to decided to give us today. And there are 42 players that are going to be trying to move into a pretty small area here. Here's Shunka taken down. Sorry, there was Shunka taken down. This is Yara. So Cannibal, where's this little spot? This is in one of the wrecks. Look at this. Nice. I've never been onto one of these before. So this is Cannibal and Yara. We saw these guys take the dub on game 1. They were sitting second in the leaderboard because of kill count, but they were did have a pretty good points haul. There wasn't much in it between team 1 and 2. Back here trying to drive along the bottom. I'm not sure going to have the breath for that, but he's giving it a really good go. Going to have to give up and swim to the top now. But it does go a good long way underwater. But I think the YouTube gang up here, GM, they're going to have eyes on that, but they are taking shots in the back from Cub here. So we've got a 2v2 with the 2 swimming in. This is going to help the 2 swimming in. EMT there for Ickle. It's going to help out a lot, and it is getting real busy over on the wind farm. Still a few teams to make it in. A few knocks I can see crawling about there. Quite hard to get the finishes sometimes in this game mode unless you can run in and throw a pan in their face, as we saw early on. So here goes, this is OPEX, Team Cub. They haven't got a kill on the board yet, but they're getting into a pretty spicy situation. There are so many players getting pushed into this zone now, but people finding little bits of cover. Oh, there's a couple of them out at sea. Looks like Slicker, I think, managed to find another airboat, take themselves out into the water to keep themselves safe for now. A few teams still holding these houses. Explicit is still there. Senpai from 2AM still there. Lost the other 2AM teammate, I seem to recall. And then we got Frey over here, ZXC, also running on their own up on the bridge near Ripton. Does have a car. I'm surprised it has tyres. I guess the angle there might make it hard to take tyres out as it's on that elevated position. Yeah, this is Senpai on their own now. Rox has been taken out, but do have 2 kills on the board. Still 23 teams left. It's really late in the game to have 23 left. If you go out now, you're not going to get great points. You do still get a bit for placement at this stage, but still a lot to go. Great knock from Miles out there by Fraze on the Kura. I doubt they're going to be able to get the finish from that range, though. If anything, someone's going to steal it, but it's a great knock all the way over on Wind Farm. And there goes Ribbonson back. We saw them swimming across earlier. It hasn't worked out. They've been finished off. Fraze does get the kill in the end there. It was Back's teammate got taken down, and Fraze gets killed. There's the zone we were expecting. It has gone to Wind Farm. The island finish, the Deston island finish. Love to see that. Well, that bridge is being held by Bob and Blizz here. They're going to have to battle them if they want to move across. And there is probably a dozen players still on the mainland that's got to get across. They want to try and drive across there. We've got a little close range fight going on here in the house. It's Karenko and Yiz is here taken down by Ribbons. It's a 2v1, but Ribbons taken back. 1v1. Try and get that finish. Oh, yep, gone. Bled out already. And going to go for the revive, but there's nothing left to lose for Karenko. Surely Karenko's going to push it. Yeah, getting ready with the stun. And if they can connect, that's going to do it. Do they have anything else? No, just stuns. Gets the finish. Moves in. Nicely done. Karenko lost their teammate there, but they've got 4 kills on the board and another team out. That's very nicely done. Great counter-attack by Karenko there to move in with the stun. Land 2 shots back-to-back and get the finish. There goes Yara. Team GM taken out. The winners of the last game are gone, and that is going to help out Team 212 here, who were sitting top of the leaderboard. They'll be happy to see them out. MJD gone as well. That is Mujahid taken out, as well as Reverend there by Suzanne. Nice hit from Suzanne. So a couple little trolls sitting under the bridge, actually, rather than on it. I mean, sitting on it would be a death sentence with all the buildings looking over it. Everyone cruising over. There's still a few on the mainland. They've got to make their way over here to the wind farm, but not too many left. The zone was kind of pushing. I saw the mainland edge of the bridge. So you might be able to get away with a swim in. You might have time to do that. Well, look at this. This is getting busy down here. So this is where we saw Karenko fight. We've got two rocking up, Blue Star and Quatranas. Then we've got a solo Mazzarini going into the other side. 2-1-2 on the other side of that. It is very lively down here. There is no space left at the end. Quatranas and Blue Star just trying to keep an eye on so many angles. There goes Roxy Proxy, taken out by Senpai. And look at that blue chip detector. There are so many people popping up on it. You don't know where to look next. If you've got a blue chip in this situation, this could be so handy. Great hit on Ranger there. Who was that? It was X-Grin. Throw moving in. Teammate is down. Moving up close. Gets a hit. We're down to 5 HP. Nice finish, though. Gets Polad down. Polad was on their own. 8 XP for Throne. Got to find somewhere safe to med. Has no idea where to go here and gets tagged in the end by Ostas. One of them has the self-revive, though. Nice. Throne has it. Throne has the self-res. He could still be saved. Ranger is far away, though, but no one's got eyes yet. No one's got the third party. Maybe might be able to pull off that save. Yeah, the self-resi saving them there, keeping them going. 17 teams left alive. 26 players remaining. Quite a few solos, I think, going on at this stage. It's going to be a big ask to get the save on Ranger from there. So everyone is pretty much across. I can see maybe 1 or 2 players still on the mainland. Here's Dan still going. I think Elena has been taken out. But Dan is still... No, Elena's still going. I think just in this house in front of Dan. So they got both of them going. They worked out well. They're crazy blue plays. Oh my god, that circle shifted up so far there. And we got a lot of players move into a very small area here. Those blue chips are going to be invaluable here. But there's so much information to take in. If you look on a blue chip and see 12 dots on it, I'm not sure you really know where to start. There's Phrase cruising in a somewhat dilapidated cop car. Sounds like even the sirens are struggling as Phrase makes their way in. Few kills on the board, though, for Phrase. Been running solo for quite a while. Maybe it was solo from the start, I think, for Phrase. 1v1 with Senpai here. Gets a nice early hit. Not low enough for the melee, really, so going to need another bolt one. And is pushing in. Look at this. Trying to go for the jump shot. Is going to go for the melee, but take it down by 2-1-2. Getting that from the side. And they do get the finish there as well. Nicely done to confirm that kill. Nice little third party from TKNN there. Doesn't let Senpai steal. That would have been a good opportunity for some extra points on the board. He's wall moving in. Lost X-Grim we saw already gone. Going to find a compound. Not going to find a free one. There's no such thing left anymore. And already taken a big hit on their way in. Brutal, but might be able to get away with that med. I'm not sure anyone's going to feel too confident to move in. I think it's 2-1-2. They're landing so many shots here on anyone moving their way in. Only got 1 kill on the board so far, though. But they're holding on. They're going to get themselves some placement points. Keep an eye on that gas station as well. If someone gets too close to that, those gas pumps have been so Americanized. Those petrol pumps could easily get exploded by someone if they get a little bit too close to it. That is Senpai chilling in the back of the garage. Another team making their way up here. Blue Star, Mazzarini still going. Sip still going. We've got Throne. Danamon and Elena still going. Slicker I can see down there on the coast. Looks like a little bit of a smoke wall gun up there. Maybe had to pull off a little save. Still nice position maybe for Young and Slicker on the coast there. They are a bit more in the zone. Elena and Dan right down on the edge of it there. But we've got 19 left alive. 13 teams. We're going to get a new zone in just a minute, and it's going to get even more chaotic. We're very likely going to see one of these houses be in pretty much the final zone. And that's going to be quite a sight to behold. The zone is keeping going north. That's been the theme of the day since we moved over to this little island. It's just kept going north and north. That's going to work out well for 2-1-2. They're sitting top of the leaderboard for Senpai. He's already up there. And Quatranas and Blue Star just on the edge of it as well. Everyone down from Blue Star and Mazzarini there. You can see in the middle. They've all going to move up just a little bit. Not going to be good for Sip. Maybe okay for the ones on the coast. They've both got little ridges they can kind of work with here that aren't going to be too badly overlooked by the players in the houses. There goes Young, Knocked, and Blue Star by Dan and Explicit there, picking up a little knock, but they can knock me out to confirm that kill. I don't think that's Elena and Dan trying to push up and confirm that. They got Slicker to push here, but they should be pretty safe from the third parties. The revive will be done, but no, the revive, he's dropped the revive, gone to defend and gets the confirmation. 2 kills on the board now. It's 2v1, gets a nice hit. And they just got to finish this off. They got both of them there. Nicely done. Great push by Elena and Danimon there. Getting 3 kills on the board. Another team out. And Potatoes eliminated there as well. So we're down to 11 teams left alive. Getting some fairly decent placement points. Now, of course, you also get 28 points for every kill as well. There's Blizz moving up. Somehow Blizz finding an empty house amongst all of this. 15 players in a tiny zone and finds an empty house. Wall's still alive as well. There's Danimon and Elena over on the coast. 11 teams here, pretty compact there. 2-1-2. They're still holding that same house they've been in for a little while. And there's a bunch of solos in the next one along. We've got Lev got knocked there by Dan. Nice hit. Probably going to be a bit far to pick up the confirmation. Trying to put some shots on 2-1-2. They've got to move up to this ridge to get themselves safe here. Or a given definition of safe in the open air. This is nasty, but should be able to just about get there. Giving it the old wiggle. There we go. Sip taken down, finished off by the zone in the end. 3 kills on the board for Danimon and Elena at the moment. Nice hit on Karenko. Oh, that's Karenko, I think, bleeding out from earlier. So that's another kill on the board. 4 for Dan right now. No, yeah, there was a hit, sorry, on Danimon in that on Karenko in that middle building. Apologies. Thought it was still looking at 2-1-2. So that's Wall gets that building to themselves in the middle. Mazzarini has one to themselves. Things getting a little bit more spread out there. We got Ostas and Lev here over to one side as well. And there goes Arb, taken out by Wall. Done well to stay alive. No kills picked up here. Still someone running around above them. Oh, it's actually 2-1-2 have moved into the same building, I think? Or is there maybe someone else above? Little knock over there. That's Explicit getting Arb back up. Nice save there. A lot of smokes being deployed now. TKN taken down by Ostas. Nice hit there. Going to put 2-1-2 on the back foot. The zone's closing as well. That's bad timing. They should already both be in the zone, though, I think. Here they go. Just waiting for that. So many people waiting for that. You get away with it. And Blizz crashing here. Driving in on Wall. They're going to be point to point. Look at this. But both taking... No, Blizz still got full HP. Moving in with the pan. He's going to need to hit him again with the guitar to finish. Does manage to get the kill. Nice play from Blizz there. Wall been holding up there for ages. But 3 kills on the board now for Team GM. Nice play there from Blizz. Got into that zone. There's people above at the moment, but still going strong. Who we got going on there? We got Mazzarini getting bundled here by Explicit and Arb taken down. We got Lev there. Senpai still going. 2 AM. Remarkable to still be alive. And this is Ostas still with their teammate Lev, and Ostas still going strong. 4 kills for them at the moment. Good amount of points. Just 5 remaining. Here we are with Arb. 8 kills for Explicit and Arb here. Very nicely done. This is Senpai, though, out in the middle of the smoke here. Not in a good spot right now. Not looking good. Yeah, it is taken down in the end. Wasn't much they could do there. Explicit and Arb. Still on 8 kills that are picked up by someone else in the end there. And here we are. We're just down to the last 4 teams. We've got 3 duos and a solo. This is Elena and Danimon we're with here with 5 kills just at the moment. And Lev and Ostas have got to move down into the zone. Arb and Explicit here just on the edge of it. And then Blizz and Elena and Dan, after being so far out in the blue zone, managed to survive to the top 4. And this is Lev and Ostas moving in now on Blizz on their own. 2v1. Drops the smoke. We've lost Arb there on the edge. There's no chance for Arb getting back up. Surely Lev, but very low. Great hit there from Blizz. Evens that out. Might be able to pull that revive on Arb. Not quite sure if they got the zone. Yeah, but the angles there. He shot the backpack from Dan. He's trying to find it, but all he can see is backpack. Oh, it's so tight. Just waits for him to get back up and shoots him again. Just a crazy angle there. Surely they're going to try that revive again. There's not much Dan can do here. Elena taken down by Lev there. And there we go. That is Elena finished off by Lev. So we got 2 solos. Does get the revive. I think Arb's been brought back up here as well. Explicit and Arb here. They're the only... Well, there's 2 duos left somehow. Arb has been revived over and over. Has a cracked vest. I'm not surprised after all the hits they've been taking. And this is Dan up on the roof on his own now. After their miraculous route in from the blue. Nice hit on Arb, taken down for who knows how many times. Arb has been knocked now. Explicit trying to get revenge, trying to get Blizz down. Does manage to do it. Does manage to get that. Arb bled out very quickly, but 9 kills. That is going to be some big points on the board. Whatever happens there. Ostas is going to try and sneak that revive there. Going to try and sneak it. It's not going to pay off though. Explicit is here to take advantage, but caught in the blue zone. Does have the look at this. It's a bold action finale here in a tiny little zone. Danamon with the pan trying to get it, and he takes it. Danamon and Elena take the dub after being absolutely miles from the play zone there. Good amount of kills there as well. 7 on the board. Ostas and Levente second. Explicit and Arb in third. Blizz and Box in fourth. And Senpai and Rox in 5th place. What a game. What a finish. Love that. Absolutely fantastic one from everyone involved there. Great finish over on the weird little island as well. We're just going to wait for a few minutes for the leaderboard to update. Then we'll have a look at that. But I will be right back in just a minute. Welcome back, everybody. We're just getting game number 3 ready for you, but the leaderboard is now updated after the first 2 games. We're going to take a look at that right now and see where everybody is sitting. So this is the leaderboard just from game 2. So we can see the points that everyone got from that one. We can see in the team Uwu here, that is Danamon and Elena with a brilliant win. 7 kills from Dan there, getting them 596 points. Then we had Team Potato, Explicit and Arb in second place points-wise in that game. Getting themselves 9 kills. Got themselves, look, 252 kill points, 330 placement points. Then Kanawa here, this is Ostas and Levante getting over 505 points from that game. But what we all want to see is the total leaderboard, the overall leaderboard for the PUBG Partner Throwdown. Destination Deston, and here we are. This is after 2 games. You can see at the top currently on 834 points, we have 2 angry men. This is Hello Senpai and Rox. They've got 8 kills total so far, 610 placement points, 224 kill points. Second place with 11 kills at the moment is Explicit and Arb. That's Team Potato on 788 points, so not too far behind, about 50 points in that at the moment. And then right on their tails, we've got 212. This is 212's TV and TKN here. In 4th place, again, pretty close behind, about 50 off the lead. We're off 3rd place rather. We've got Uwu, this is Danamon and Elena. And then Grindmore, Team Grindmore, 696 points in 5th place. That's Blizz and Box Bob. So very close points there, really. I mean, 834 for first. 100 points less than that puts you in 4th place. Another 100 puts you in, you know, sort of 6th place or so. So, yeah, very tight, considering that you can get 400 points, I believe it is, for a win. Let's just have a little look at that. We can double check. Yeah, 400 points placement for a win, 28 points per kill. So a 200 point shift isn't much. It's not much at all. If one of those teams that's doing well has a bad game, they can lose a bunch. You get yourself in the top 10. You can get yourself a couple of 100 points easy. So it can all change around pretty quick. That's the one we want to be looking at. So 2 angry men going in to that in the lead, but it's close between them and Potato. They're the ones to keep an eye on. Senpai and Rox and Explicit and Arb, and then closely followed by the 212s. And we are ready for game number 3. So, game number 3 today is going to be an interesting one. This is, again, we're on Deston. We're in duos. We're in FBP, but we are ARs and Origin 12 shotguns only with a Ripton finish. We've got a Ripton zone. So we should see a square play zone appearing around Ripton in a little while. So you don't have to drop Ripton. You're going to have a bit of time to get there, but that is where the play zone is going to be headed. Welcome if you're just joining us. This is PUBG Partner Throwdown. This is 32 teams of PUBG partners battling it out, or 32 PUBG partners, and they can invite a partner in. So they might not all be PUBG partners, but 32 teams of PUBG partners fighting away on duo FPPs over 5 games today, fighting some great prizes for some G-Coin, for a ton of, I think, Hunter's chests they can use in the new workshop system. If you don't know who I am, my name's Ben. I'm from the Beard Guys. You might see me streaming some PUBG before, or maybe casting one of these PUBG Partner Throwdowns before. Always a pleasure to be here, and thank you very much to the PUBG team for having me along. So seeing our first droppers come down here, the sort of flooded side of Ripton, the outskirts of Ripton. We've got Shunker coming down here at the Guzzler gas station. Going to be interested to see how many people decide to use the O12. Obviously, we have ARs and O12 available. I don't know how popular it's going to be, but we might just see a bit more AR usage. And there we go. That sounds nice. So we've got quite a big zone here. So it's going to shift anywhere within that. It might not necessarily shift onto Ripton. We'll see what it does, but it's going to be somewhere on that side. Gives them quite a bit of area to play with. Here we are with Mithrain and Polad. Gonna feel weird seeing some more normal fights again after a game of bow actions only. The bow action only game was so good though. It was so good. The ending was brilliant, and the story arc of Dan and Elena coming around from just so far from the play zone. Really did it for me. So a lot of teams still heading over to Ripton, still landing, making some big parachute drops here. I assume we probably have security keys enabled. I'm not really sure. We have gun restrictions, so maybe we don't have security keys enabled. We'll see what people end up using. But there's Sanson and Dogser coming in. There's Maud again, and there we go. An O12 kill. First O12 kill of the game. Taken out. This is Arena. Always a hot drop. One of my favorite drops on this map at the moment. And that was a pretty quick and brutal fight there. Peep and Phrase taken out by Ibanan there and Zlaya. So going to get the revive and a nice couple of early kills on the board. Big O12 fight going on there. Dan and Elena, they've gone to copy their previous strat. It worked pretty well for them last time, so I'm not going to question their 10 forts dropping choice this time. They've got a long way to the zone again. Not quite as long, though, so a bit more time to make their way in. There's Fenderloop with the cop car and the blue chip. Just trying to scout out where people are. I'm not sure they're going to choose to engage. They're just going to move in and get themselves a bit further into the zone. So game 3 of 5 today. Maybe getting to the stage of the tournament where people who were seeing themselves sitting in maybe the top 10, something like that, they might be starting to think they have a chance. Maybe they want to be a bit more sensible, try and get those placement points, but sometimes you try and go a little bit too sensible. You can just get yourself on the back foot. You might miss out on kills you might have got, and you just get so many points for kills. I think you just got to keep playing how you play. You got to follow your game plan, stick with it, and see what you can do. Be interested to see what we see from 10k days this game. A bit of a quiet. We went down very early last game, actually, wasn't they? They were taken down in Arena with that early fight. So look at this drone. That is a high up drone from Farina there. Just having a little look around. Very nice. Good way of seeing what's going on in your neighborhood. And they've got Arbon Explicit just across the way. So who's our top dog at the moment? We've got two angry men. So 2 a.m., Senpai and Rox are top. I think Arbon Explicit were doing pretty well. They were sitting in that top 5 somewhere, I believe. Yeah, they were second. So 11 kills. They're our kill leaders at the moment. Team Pot for Potato. You can see they're actually backing off out of that situation, though. Lovely little drone shot there, Ansvar. I love that. Most of our teams down into the play zone already. Just a couple just to the outside, and some Elena and Dan right up the top where we expect to see them. Can see our blue zone making its way in. Looks a little bit weird if you're not used to these, well, not really square, these rectangular play zones. You get a big flat wall of blue moving towards you. And it's pretty unusual if you stood at the corner of it. You can see it making its way in. Slowly shuffling our teams down. Here is Curb and Mujahid. Only had 2 players taken out so far, the 2 that we saw at Arena, so a bit of a slower start. We actually saw more early kills in the bolt action only game, somehow, miraculously. Excuse me. But I think it's going to get a bit spicier as our players make their way down. Here we are with Muzz. They're trying to find some shots on Susie and teammate as they push their way past the big gas station here. Not going to pay off. Mazzarini's been taken down and finished by there from WTW. Today, tomorrow. Thionic. They all look pretty pleased about it. Must be something pretty great. A lot of people in Ripton having a big old fight. Their Carico taken down. Dogs are taken down as well. I think that's 1-for-1 between these two. It is. There's tit for tat. Sanson still up. Is low though. Where's the team? Jumping down behind. It's a great finish from Yus. Look at that. Dropping down the drop shot and able to get the save as well. Sanson didn't have any idea that was about to happen. They're absolutely caught out. Nice little finish there. Well played. This is 10k Days and Thunder here. They are using the blue chip, trying to find themselves some kills. They want to get themselves up that leaderboard. They'd expect to be higher. And I don't doubt they have the ability. I seem to remember one of the PUBG partner throwdowns, 10k Days, turned up a game late and missed out on game 1 completely and still ended up winning the entire tournament. So definitely has it in his repertoire. So this is Xgrin and Wall did pretty well in the last game. Wall was, I'm not sure they picked up kills or too many kills, but definitely a survivalist in the bolt actions game. They're making their way down into this car park here. Not one of the flooded ones. I love the ones that are flooded that you can swim through. And a wise decision there. I'm not sure if they knew they were there. But they have come very close to walking into a trap, and they could still come down. They are, yep, they're coming down. And Blizz and Box are just waiting here. They have no idea. Catch them out. It's a great bit of play. Blizz is down, but Box is ready for that. Gonna take the finish. Yeah, just go for that revive. Got to be done now. Almost got both of them. Blizz there as well. It was really nicely played. Should be able to get their revive just in time, I think, before Wall's going to be able to really push that. He's kind of thinking about it. Going for it, but yeah, they're both up now. Yeah, nicely done by Box. Well played. Got themselves 2 kills on the board there. Really nice little trap in the car park. Hard to plan for that. They were just chilling there. They heard them come in. I'm not sure if they had a blue chip or they just heard them, but they were ready for it. So Zone's getting there. We're nearly pushed down onto Ripton here. A few teams still on the outskirts, few teams down on the south coast, but most of our players already in the city. And look at this, nice little bridge positioning with the O12. I don't manage to connect too many shots. I thought they would have done better there. This is Yara and Cannibal. Had a really good first game, won the first game, in fact, and went out a little bit early in game number 2. They're going to be looking to pick up some more points in this third game, try and get themselves back up that leaderboard. Why is the zone square? Why not? Exactly. This is a custom play zone, so in the settings they've been able to pick where the first play zone is going to be, and it makes it a square, or rather a rectangle. And that is why we have this custom play zone that is a funny shape. And it will then start to make little tiny, even smaller rectangles within that as the game goes on. So we can choose where the zone's going to go. It's going to go to Ripton or there and thereabouts. This is Susie and Rick Moore setting up on the bridge. I like that. Good to see. That car looks a lot like the spawn. They're not the spawns. The scenery cars, or the prop cars, doesn't it? Nice little play there. Most of the team's already in though, but there are a few that might have to come in through that west hand bridge. Gonna get a new circle in a minute, or sorry, not circle, a new zone, I should say. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I love these Ripton zone. Ripton is such a fun place to have a late game fight. It is super fun. So we still got, there was Elena and Dan who won that last game very, very impressively. They're just sitting up at the top. And there's Laura. I think Zulu's still going. The Team of Love, or the Team of Love down to one player? Yeah, I can see Zulu off in another building on the little mini map there. So 10k Days and Thunder just sitting at the bottom there. They've got the blue chip we saw before, so just waiting to see that evolved. Down the bottom there, we've got Slicker and Lev. They're just down on the southern bridge outside of Ripton, kind of on the edge there. And this is them. There we go. This is the one of the wind turbines that has Slicker and Young on top of the wind turbine. Look at this. Did they just... Well, they've looted. Can you get here from the zip? You must have been able to get here from the zip tower. It's the only way they could do it. From one of the tall towers. Very impressive. Oh, and they've got their sprays down. He's got his shiny nose. Yeah, well, nice. Well, as long as they're in the zone, they can chill there. And I say chill. It feels like it's getting a little bit hot in here right now. Grown taken down by Muzz in the kill feed. Few kills popping off in the northwest of Ripton. Most of the teams are now down. Still a couple down in the south moving along. I don't think they're going to see anyone up on that wind farm, even if they thought to look up there, which they probably wouldn't. There goes Muzz. Team Muzz taken out by TTS. Team Twitch, text-to-speech. Karenko and Yes is still both going. Oh, killed on there. Nice. That is a great place to have a little scrap. I love this little area. Very cool part of Ripton. Nice play for the guys there. Getting a couple of kills on the board. The zone pushes our teams down further into Ripton. Susie and Rick still on the bridge. Shunka and Sip over here still hanging in there. A lot of players still alive. Obviously, we're in the city, so pretty easy to keep yourself alive for the time being until you start getting shuffled along. We do have the new play zone up, and it is going to push them just a little bit to the north. It is going to push the wind farm out. They're going to have to bail out of there, but there's plenty of places they can parachute to. A little fight going on outside of Ripton. Look at this. This is Catch the Canister. Team Catch the Canister. Getting lit up by Ibanan there. It's a 2v1 now. Let's see what CT can do. They're playing a little slow there. They were just getting the meds off, but they are pushing in now. Trying to find them. Look at that. Yeah, gets taken down with the O12. Charging in, hip fire in the O12. That is going to get the job done, no problem. So nice, 2 kills on the board there. I think they're just outside the zone. At the moment, they're going to have to move their way in. Here we go. The wind turbine gang, Slicker and Young, moving their way in. Seem to be getting away with it. I think Young is maybe watching. They're going one at a time here. Very sensible. Can they make it all the way to... They can. Look at that. Oh my god, that's so high up, that wind turbine. I didn't realize you could get there from the zip tower. That is impressive. Very impressive. Young's holding that spot. Taking some shots. So I don't think there's any proper snipers. I think this is ARs and O12s only. Trying to time the shots in between the blades of the wind turbine here. Might be able to pick up a sneaky knock here. It's a long way out to shoot with that. Going to go for the O12. It's a long way to go for the O12 knock, but trying it. Has got the med off down there now, so might be a little tricky. There is a knock there. Might be able to poach it. They've got the height to get the angle, but no, not quite finding it. They're scrapping here with R25. This is Polad and Mithrain just across the way. I think they're even height, these two buildings, so going to be hard to get a finish for either team because they can just drop back behind the ledge and get the revive. It's on the lower buildings. You are more of a disadvantage. The teams can shoot down onto them. There's not much you can do. 2-1-2, lost one of them already. 2-1-2s is gone. TKN still going. Moved in on Sip there and paid the price. And who's this out there? This is Elena and Dan back at sea where they love it the most. Just making their way into the northeast side of the zone, I think this is. Just playing that edge carefully, and it worked out very well with them last time. Felt like maybe they were just playing it very passively last game, and then they ended up getting absolutely tons of kills. So I think it was just well-calculated patient play in the end, and they just had an absolute belter of a game last game. Big Game is taken out, and Fragger picking up a kill there. MJD knocked as well. Blue Star taken out by Ace. This is Elena and Dan. They are getting pushed here, but no, they're not getting pushed. I don't think they've seen them yet, but they do have the blue chip caught in the open. Then they're gone. 10k days in the open as well. They could lose both of them. Surely going to go. They do. It's another early defeat there for 10k days, and Thunder taken out. Just unlucky that Elena and Dan had turned up just a minute before and taken that position. Zulu's been knocked here, and that's what we were just talking about. The vulnerability of being on the lower buildings, the ones that people can shoot down onto, does make it difficult. Laura's going to be able to get up there, but the revive, they might be able to find an angle for it. It's going to be very, very close if she can get here. I think I'm not sure what she's done there. I think she fell off. I think she tried to get off too early and had to parachute back down again, just making it even closer than it needed to be. There is time. There is time. Oh, she just gets it. There was 0 ticks left, and that is a tight angle. Almost screwed it up. I think she tried to jump off so quick at the top that she did it too soon, parachuted down and had to go back up the zip line again. Nearly screwed it up, but it's a great save in the end, just in the nick of time. Doing it deliberately for dramatic effects, no doubt. This is Rox and Senpai here. They've got an angle down. This is 2 a.m. actually. You had the angle down there in the first place. And I think Zulu and Laura need to get out there. Yeah, look at this. Even prone doesn't have much cover. They need to get behind, yeah, the security room there. And Laura taking hits. Dangerous spot to be in. But the zone is moving. These two, I think, are going to have to move off this roof fairly soon. They're all going to have to shuffle in a little way. Yeah, there's the zone. It's gone very north, actually. So a few of these got to move up. There they go. They've got themselves in a safe position. They should be able to extract their parachute down and get themselves into that play zone. No kills on the board yet for the 2 a.m. gang, for Rox and Senpai. Despite their best efforts there. Came very close to getting that one on Zulu. This is Farina and Resk, Team LV. Making their way in the zone. No kills on there. Zulu Man taking out my Dan there. So that was as Laura and Zulu made their way down. Caught again. Opportunistic by Elena and Dan. And they are picking up more kills. Not sure they've got that finish. I think Laura might be able to get... No, yeah, Zulu's gone. Another kill on the board. 3 for Uwe there. After all Laura's efforts for the save on Zulu, as soon as they get off the building, instantly taken down. But Laura's still going. Still going strong. Great to see. Plenty of opportunities. She's a great player, so could well pick up some kills and get some decent placement here. But does have to kind of squeeze through this area where Elena and Dan are, which could be tricky. And there's a lot of players starting to cluster in this kind of northeast area where they're trying to head. So this building looking pretty busy here. This is Ostas and Levante. Oh, wow. They are all very close up. 2 of them knocked. One's got a self-revive, but it's not going to help them out when someone's shooting you with an O12 like that. And that is more kills on the board for Levante there for KNW. Nice little 2-piece. Clearing them out of their building. They've been in there for a while, but they paid the price in the end. Here's Rox and Senpai. Some damage taken by Senpai. I'm not sure that was from maybe a dodgy parachute jump then. Actually taking hits. There's Mithrain and Polad pretty close by. Back picking up a kill there as well. So things moving fairly patiently whilst people move from building to building. I think as we start to run out of buildings, we're going to see more kills popping up in the feed. There goes Young. That's the finish that from the knockback a minute ago. I think he's waiting here at the top. Yeah, he is. Nicely done. He's going to have the other one coming up soon. Is he going to pay the price for that? No, they didn't push straight up. They didn't push straight up. Were they down there? Oh, no, they're on there. Oh, he's over the other side. Yes, there we go. That was a nice little kill. I thought the other player down there was a teammate, but it wasn't in the end. I think he had a self-resi. So this is Senpai Rox taking some shots in the back. A lot of people with those self-revives. It really changes the dynamic of gameplay. You never quite know if you've got a teammate coming at you or if they're just on their own with the self-resi. And here's Susie. We saw Susie pull up on the bridge earlier. They're still holding that position. It's worked out well for them. Rick and Susie are in the middle. 2 a.m. lost Senpai there. That was to Susie. Nicely done. Getting a little bit claustrophobic up here for the Cub team. There we go. Back is gone. Gone to the play zone. Look at all of these players on the blue chip detector. It's great seeing the blue chip in these kind of situations. You don't even know where to begin. Have a look in the security room there. And here we are. This is Rangers. So they're all in the same building here. Couple of teams in there. There might be people on the roof. Who knows? They're getting pretty clustered. That's Ranger and Throne. And then Arb and Explicit. 2 teams. And they're kind of looking the other way, the other guys. I don't know if they realize they're here and they've just been waiting, but I guess they've got the blue chip. And I think it was Explicit we saw with the blue chip. So they may be, yeah, they've got that blue chip. So they're well aware of what is going on. There we go. That is OPEX taken down by Laura. Picks up a kill. 28 points there. Plus whatever placement she can get. Oh, caught running across though. Unlucky. Cub does get a kill in return and Laura is out, unfortunately. Reasonably early on. 20 teams left alive at the moment. K&W taken down as well. This is, ooh, here we go. Elena and Dan still going strong, moving in to this building. I think there's another team on the far side of it by the look of it. These greens, yeah, Roxy. Oh, they're just outside the other side of it, Roxy and Clara here. So up in these elevated positions, we've got we and Uru WTW holding that roof. I'm not sure how many tall buildings you'll still be able to get on top of in this northern area of Ripton. There might be a few balconies you'll be able to use, but not quite so many rooftops you can get on top of. Rick knocked there by Frenchie. They're going to try and push this. This was, I think, Susie and Rick Moore were up here. And Susie was ready for that. It's a great defensive knock there on Frenchie. And that stun might be perfect as well. Yeah, that's going to be spot on. Oh, unlucky. Does get them in the end. I think Susie probably has the self-resi in this situation. No, it was actually Rick. Oh, but taken down in the end. They both have one. They've both got the self-revives. Felt like that self-revive took ages for Rick to pull off. I guess they were maybe just dropping the smokes first. They do take quite a while to engage, but it's a nice bit of play there to clear them out. Here's WTW, both still going strong. 3 kills on the board. They've got Mithran pinned back against the truck down here. Does still have Polad knocking about as well. Nice little spray there. Couple connect. Doesn't do too much damage, though. $22 left alive, 12 teams. This is our Ripton zone. If you're just joining us, Ripton zone we've been playing in this game. 3rd game of the day in the PUBG partner Throwdown. Who is this up? Aquatronus, just chilling on a roof. Just chilling on a roof with nothing. So this is one of the roofs that you can only drop onto from your initial drop, I assume. Which is why they have no loot. But no one can get up there. So as long as they're in the play zone, they'll be okay. Might be interesting to keep an eye on that and see what happens. Love seeing some weird plays. There's Polad been knocked. We've also lost Triple V there to Slicker, getting a couple of kills. Trying to get the smoke out. Might be able to get away with that. This rain pretty pinned back. And that's going to be a struggle. There goes TRQ as well. Roxy and Clara taken out by Elena. More kills on the board. They're going to be up there. At the end of this game, they had a great game last game. Won the game. A lot of kills, Elena and Dan. And they're having a good one again now. Yeah, a lot of self-revives we've been seeing in this game. This is Explicit and Arb here holding a pretty elevated position. Not too many teams left now, really. They're all clustered down into a pretty small area. We've lost Cannibal there. They won game 1, but they've down to 1 player at the moment. Might be able to get a revive Yara there. I think they got space for it. I'm not quite sure. No, they're not in the zone, though, I don't think. Oh, they're right on the edge. I think they're picking each other up. There goes Polad, shot in the back by Wee there. WTW. They got 3 kills. They're going to get another when Polad bleeds out. And Mithran is gone. There we go. That's that kill. So that's 4 for them. 7 on the board for Team Big here. This is Remens and Fragger doing great. Good amount of points there. Only 9 teams left remaining. Big amount of kills. Leaderboard is going to get really shook up after this one. Going into this was after we have the leaderboard updated after 2 games. This is game 3. Before this, it was 2 a.m. at the top. Potato in 2nd place as Explicit and Arb, and then 212s in the 3rd. I believe Potato, Explicit and Arb are still going. Not sure about 2 a.m. I think are gone, or they might just have 1 left. And 212s I think are gone as well. So this could move around quite a bit. There's some teams having a good game here who we didn't see turn up too much in game 1 and 2. Yeah, there we go. No sign of 2 a.m. Danimon and Lane are still going, though. They're going to be right up there after this. Okay, this is Slick. He's lost Young, but 2 kills on the board. Got the blue chip and an AK. And a pocket full of hopes and dreams. He's going to move over and maybe try and capitalize on this. That is WTW gone. More kills on the board for Big here. They are up to 9 kills. And don't think we've seen double-digit kills from a single team in a game yet. So going to be great to see if they can crack that. There's a very good chance they'll do it. Another knock for Dan there. Running the Mutant as well. Beryl Mutant loadout from Dan. Very nice to see. 5 kills to them. And he's moving up to try and finish that. Not sure if their teammate was nearby. Right on the edge of the zone. Might be able to get away with this. He's just going to go into the play zone here and let them move in from the blue. Elena moving up behind. He might drop to the... No, they just got away with that. And stun's coming out. They're going to be waiting for it. Should be 2 kills here. The other one is still low. Gets the knock on Karenko. Just their teammate left. They did get the revive. They're just going to be patient with that. They know where they've got to come from. This is useless. tight little angle there. Unfortunately, they can't really push around that other side for a while, but if they get the elevated position, that's probably the play. And yeah, Elena is going up there. I think they've gone inside the building. I think you can get inside there. Yep. Gone inside, keeping alive. There goes Arb, taken down by Fragger. Arb from Team Potato sitting in second place. That is an important kill there from Fragger, and they were having a big game as well. They had a ton of kills. This is a tight little spot. Do they know where they are? Oh, Splizzit has the... No, it doesn't have the blue chip. I think it's Splizzit's teammate. I think Arb had the blue chip. It's coming out. It's heard them. They're going to know they're there. The O12 versus Beryl. O12 wins. Absolutely devastating. I'm not sure a bullet even connected from the barrel before they dropped. And here we go. Elena with the blue chip. Nice to see the blue chip in action in this kind of situation. It's really interesting dynamic in this Ripton game. Quadranas here with no ammo, trying to find some, but gets taken down in the process. That was Dan up on the roof here, picking up more kills. Explicit's jumped off, going to pull the parachute as low as they can to try and survive. We've only got a handful of players left remaining at the moment. Explicit, Fragger and Ribbons down the bottom, who have had an absolutely monster game. Explicit just doing everything they can to gain points here. Lena and Dan are going to have to come down, but they've got a minute till that zone moves. And they're just trying to pick up what they can. That elevated position, while they can hold it, is just handing them kills. Look at that. Blizz taken down from GM. And they're getting their smokes ready that they're going to parachute down into. 8 kills on the board for Team Uwu. I think 9 or 10 for Fragger down the bottom there. There's going to be some monster points from this game. Look, trying to find an angle, but it's just hard. You can't look straight down and straight up. So just a little bit tight to try and find that. They're going to see if they can find something, put a little bit of damage in before they make that move down. But of course, Explicit still sitting in the middle of it all. And Box Bob over there as well. But maybe wisely moved back inside from the players down the bottom. Loving the bounces off the lip for the smokes here. Just getting them all over the place. There goes Box. That's another nice kill from Elena there. Takes out one angle. That's good to see. They're going to have to come down now. And are they going to catch him there? Dan's going to put his parachute super low. Gets away with it, but he's very low from the blue. He goes down to the blue in the end, but the kill does go to Fragger. They got 12 kills on the board. Dan's gone. Elena's gone play zone. I think possibly he did that on purpose. There goes Explicit, and that is the dub for Ribbons and Fragger. They had a huge game that time. 13 kills on the board for Fragger Ribbons. Second place for Explicit and Arb with 2 kills. Not so many kills, but great placement, and they were having a good tournament already. 9, another great game in third place from Dan and Elena. Nice, another great game. That is game number 3. All done with. We've got 5 to go today. Welcome if you're just joining us. This is the PUBG Partner Throwdown Destination Deston. My name's Ben from the Beard Guys. You might know me from streaming some PUBG over on my own channel. But today, going to be casting this. Another brilliant finish. Well played by all the players in that game. That's fantastic to watch. Love the Ripton finish. Love seeing all the new stuff in action. Lots of O12s, blue chips, using the verticality. It's such a fun place to see fights, Ripton. If they could just release Ripton as its own map, little Ripton mini-map, 64 players, that'd be great, right? Best small map in PUBG, Ripton. It's all we need. So we're just going to take a very short break, and in a couple of minutes, when the leaderboard is updated, we'll jump over and we'll see where everybody is sitting in that after 3 games. 2 more games still to go. We'll run through what those game modes are going to be in just a minute as well before we get started with game number 4 is coming up next, which is hopefully what I said. Lovely to see so many familiar names in chat as well. Hi, how you doing? Thanks for hanging out. Let us know in chat who you're supporting today. And if you want to go and watch any of these PUBG partners, of course, they're all streaming on their own channels as well, on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook or wherever they happen to be streaming. So do go and check them out and show your support and love. And I'll be right back with the leaderboards in just a few moments. Welcome back, everybody. The leaderboard has been updated, and we're going to jump right over and check in on it. This is after 3 games. We've got 2 remaining today, but first we're going to check the leaderboard just for Game 3, have a look at the placement for that, and then we'll see the combined leaderboard with all of the results on it. So here we go. This is the results from Game 3. Big game as this was Fragger and Ribbons, of course. If you caught the end of that game, 13 kills and first. They got 764 points from 1 game. That's more than probably most of the teams had after 2 games total. Second place and last game was Danamon and Elena. They got 582 points. Big points haul there as well for them. Potato in third. That is Arb and Explicit. Not so many kills as normal for them this game, but great placement nonetheless. 421. Then we had Grindmore and Tatoes in fourth and fifth, sorry. So this is the combined leaderboard here. So we can see that, this is Danamon and Elena are in first. There's not much in it, though. They're only about 100 points ahead of Potato. That's Explicit and Arb after that huge game. After that good game they had there. And then that huge game from Fragger and Ribbons pushed them up from... What did they get in the previous game? They had 780-something points. So they've jumped... Big Game has jumped from... We can have a little look. They got 764 points in that game. And they are now on a total of 1,179 points. So you can see the swing you can make happen in these tournaments. It's absolutely crazy. If you can have one big game like that, you can turn on its head. They've got themselves in third. They're only 100 and a few points off of first at the moment. So there is absolutely everything to play for. So, to recap, we've got Uwu in second. That's Danamon, in first. That's Danamon and Elena in first place. 17 kills on the board for them. Second place, just 100-ish behind is Potato. That's Explicit and Arb. Third place, we've got Big Gamers. That's Fraggers and Ribbons on 18 kills. Fourth is Grindmore. That's Blizz and Box Bob. We haven't maybe spoken too much about them, but they're still well in the running for this. We're only about 250, 280 points behind first place at the moment. Tato's in fifth. That's Valdera and Karenko. Still not far off it. Only 400 in it. We just saw a team get over 700 points in one game. So by that logic, really, any of these teams could still be in this. We can see 212s have dropped down a little bit. They didn't have a strong game that time, so they're down in sixth at the moment. VVG Gamers, Slicker and Young down here in seventh at the moment. But all these teams on, 800 points plus, still well in the game. And here we are with game number 4. I'll give you a little recap of the rules on this one in just a second. So this is Hit the Road. This one has been named. This is increased loot and high zone spread. So I think what that means is the zone can sort of ping around quite erratically within the previous one. So expect to see the zone bouncing around quite a lot. I think I'm interested to see what happens. It's not a setting I've played around with too much myself in our own custom games, but going to be interesting to see what this one does. We've had some pretty crazy finishes today. We've had a wind farm finish you might have caught earlier in game 2. We just had our Ripton one, obviously. There was a engineered circle, but excellent nonetheless. And then game 1 was kind of over that way as well, wasn't it? Down in the sort of southeast, I think. No, it was up in the north, wasn't it? I'm talking rubbish. It was the opposite of that. It was the northwest, up towards up near construction is what I was trying to find. So here we are. This is the mall, which is this near the dam, I think, or I know it's maybe on this the southern town, isn't it? Yeah, it's right down in the southwest. There we go. Look, wow, I've never even been in here. Never been in there. Yeah, it's just down on the southwest there. El Coro, I think. We got a knock already here? How did Susie get knocked? Did we see something in the feed there? Oh, it must have been these. I thought some sort of accidental team knock, but it would have been Peep or Phrase, or maybe someone peeped out a window and picked the knock. But I don't think they're going to push that just yet. Ooh, let's make sure we got some audio. I think we might be... There we go. Oh, we do have audio. It's just been very quiet. Ah, there we go. So here we are. This is Phrase and Peep. We got two duos here just across the way. This is all FPP duos, by the way. We got 32 PUBG partner teams taking part in the tournament today. Deston, bit of a tongue twister. 2 games left to go, 5 games total. This is game 4. That's how maths works. And it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. Still could be anyone's. A lot of points up for grabs. You get 28 points per kill. You get 400 points for coming first for placement points. So still everything to play for any of these teams in the top half of the table, really. And 212's getting pushed here by Ibar and Zlaya. They've moved in there. TKN needs to come over and support, really. Maybe they have confidence that 212's can hold this. Pretty sure everyone's aware that the others are there. They got the shotgun and the ump. It seems like the right sort of loadout for dealing with this situation. 212's don't want to drop early. They had such a strong game too, and then just didn't go so well for them last game or two, and they've dropped down the leaderboard a little bit. They've definitely got it in them to come out on top. They had a great game in game one. And TKN needs to get over and support. 212 is all on their own here. All on their own with no backup, unless TKN has some weird angle. I mean, do they? Maybe they don't realise. They're running around like they... No, they're looking a bit, but... Well, they've somehow managed to avoid 212s here. The Halloween progressive. Oh, they're still coming. They're still coming. They're getting closer and closer, and they're both going to turn up. There we go. I'm not sure what they were doing. I don't know why TKN wasn't coming over to support there, but caught out, and that's going to be it. There's no chance of a save there. TKN is running. TKN is running. And I don't blame you. After the knock has happened, there's no chance of a revive in that situation, and going to have to see what they can do. Running off towards Mazzarini here. And Reverend, they're all in the southwest area at the moment. Interested to see where this play zone has gone. And then I guess it's the next one where we see this sort of erratic play zone shifting that we're potentially going to see during this game. So we've gone for an east circle at the moment. Okay, and we'll hopefully see it bouncing around in a somewhat unpredictable manner. So a lot of teams already in. No one in the southeast this time. One or two teams already in Ripton. I'm pretty sure you can use any gun on this one. I don't think the loot is restricted in any way like the last couple of games. We had a bolt actions game only already. We had an O12s and ARs game. But I think this one is just normal but buffed loot. They didn't flush out 212s. Did they just walk off? They didn't even... Maybe it's a friend of theirs? I don't know. I'm not sure. Not really sure what's going on there. It looks like TKM might be in trouble here as well, though. They're all rocking up. I don't know if they've got a blue chip here. I'm surprised they didn't flush out 212s. Oh, there we go. TKM doesn't care about that, though. Going immediately for the flush. Going to try and get them both. Doesn't pay off. Oh, should be able to get the save as well. Nice. Nicely done. And there you go. Gone very early. That is going to be a very, very low point score, if any. No kills. First team, probably 0 points there for 212s in the end. So a couple of other teams actually moving into Ripton at the moment. The zone has shifted that way. There's a lot of loot in there. It's a nice place to hold. If the zone goes there, you want to be there early. We can see Dan and Elena up the top of their favorite drop spot. We haven't had an early fight Arena this time. Most of the game so far today, we have seen big scraps early on at Arena. Here's Fraggers and Ribbons. We saw them have a huge game last game. They've taken up early residency in Ripton, and here comes back, rocking up at the cop car, keeping the sirens off for stealth purposes. They try and make their way down, find themselves nice little building to take position in. You want to find the highest one you can, really, as we saw with Zulu and Laura last game. If you get on a building that can be overlooked by other buildings, then you just get ripped apart so easily. A few teams up on the northwest there, right on the edge of the zone. This is MJD, and we've got LV nearby as well. A couple of teams quite close together, but there's a whole lot of space for them to do some looting there, and shouldn't be too much bother unless they want to take the scrap. They have got the blue chip, so they're going to know where the players are. They're going to be able to take that push if they want to deal with it, or use it defensively. I can see Sanson and Dogs are miles out on the west-hand side there. They're going to have to move in via Hydroelectric, where there's a couple of teams chilling. But most of the team's pretty spread out at the moment. Senpai is on a drive, looking like they've got another team just behind them, but just safely out of distance there. Still 62 players remaining. Game 4, people being a little bit more cautious, playing things a little bit more chilled, trying to maximize their points. As we saw in those last couple of games, you don't have to go charging around early on to get those kills. You can just get yourself into the late game and then start to pick up kills very quickly later on. Get yourself a big 700-point game like we saw from Fraggers last time round. So these guys all pretty close together here. This is Farina and Respers. Yeah, they are that. with MJD. Are they in between two teams? Oh, they are. They've rocked up in between these two teams we were looking at before. So we've now got 3 duos within a tiny little triangle here. All pretty tight. I don't know which teams have blue chips. Certainly, we know one of them does. We know Curb has a blue chip. Not sure about the others. Yeah, a little bit of a standoff here. I think we're in the edge of the zone. Oh, Ribbons just knocked his teammate with a frag. Going to be interesting to see what's going on there. After having a huge game last game, they've managed to get a team kill, hopefully, and get the revive. A little bit of fight kicking off here. Suzanne is taken down. That is Suzanne, and Ace is taken, gone. And that is Explicit and Arb gone early. They were high up in the leaderboard as well. That is big. They were sitting, I think, second. Yeah, they were second in the leaderboard. Second overall. Already gone. 30th place. That is big. That is big. That is going to help out the ones below him. Big Gamers, Fragger, and Ribbons, assuming. No, Fragger gone. Fragger gone. What happened there? I think it was the suicide. Well, yeah, I think it was the accidental TK nade. But, well, Ribbons on his own now, but won't put it past him to do something. So they're sitting in 3rd place at the moment, Ribbons, after that. And then just below them, we've got Blizz and Box. And then we've got Valdera and Karenko, 4th and 3rd place. So good opportunity here for Danamon and Elena to push up further ahead. And good opportunity for those lagging behind to maybe get themselves into the top 3 here. Don't forget, if you want to go and watch any of these streamers' perspectives, most of them are going to be streaming on their own channels. The PUBG partners should all be streaming on their own channels. Go and check out the PUBG directory on Twitch, or go and check them out on YouTube, wherever they have to be streaming, and go show some support of all these PUBG partners playing in the tournament today. This is Curb on the defensive, lost one. It's a 2v1. I'm not sure if the other team is still nearby or taken out already. There's the confirmation. Curb does get the nice knock there with the MP9. 1v1. It's Wall versus Curb here. Going to try and get it through there. If he mucks that up, it's coming back to great nade. Look at that. Needs to run in and find out who's got the self-resi, though. It is X-Grin is Chargrin. X-Grin is already up with the self-resi. Look at that. The self-resi is mixing things up so much today. That frag before was absolutely brilliant from Curb. Does still have the MP9 blue chip here. Is going to be handy in this little 1v1. There's no one else nearby now. The other teams have all been killed or backed out of that. And it looks like Jin is... it doesn't even say Grin, does it? It says Jin. Zagrin. I reckon it's Zagrin. I probably said that earlier. 2 a.m. picking up a kill. Senpai gone. But Muzzler Soda gone as well. That's 1v1 for them. Having to scrap somewhere. 2 a.m. had a good start, but they didn't really show up too well in the last game and dropped down the leaderboard a little bit. Yeah, Senpai finished off in the end. Triple V are gone. And also Swefra are taken out as well. Frenchie Senpai and Maka picking up some kills. Shunker and Sip also picking up some kills here. Nice little fight here. I can't believe that self-resi kept them in the game. And it's got 2 kills on the board as well. So could do well here. And does manage to pick up the 3rd as well. Look at that. The self-revive. Keeping them alive. Are these guys coming in behind? I say guys, it's Dan and Elena coming in. They're going to try and pick up some kills. So they've heard the action popping off. Currently top of the leaderboard, Team Uwu. Not sure they've got the blue chip to try and pick up where Jin is here. Just falling back a little bit. Been a busy area here. We're about to see the next zone pop. No idea where this is going to go. We can see we've got Laura and Zulu sitting in the middle there. There we go. There's the zone. It's gone northwest, so it's shifted back on itself. Muzzler Soda taken out by Rox, picking up the kill here. We've got Lev taken down. This is Rox on their own. Trying to get both down. Doesn't get it. Groan gets that. Will get the revive as well. And that is 2 angry men taken out again. Little fight going on here. Well, the aftermath of a fight. That is Clara and Roxy picking up a couple of kills there on Levante and their teammate taken down. Got the blue chip there. 10k Days and Thenderloot still going over here. They haven't had a last couple of games not been so good for them. They'll be hoping for a big one this time. As we saw, if you turn up with a huge game, you drop yourself 10 plus kills, get yourselves in the top 3, you can get a ton of points. So everything to play for. Even if you're finding yourself down the leaderboard, if you're capable of getting those big kill games, you can get yourself up there. Nice little kill and the flush from Laura on Dogza. Going past the house there. Sanson just keeps on rolling. Doesn't want any piece of that. There was no chance of the save. Nice little kill on the board for Laura and Zulu. Definitely capable of getting a big game there. I remember seeing Laura win games before in PUBG Partner Throwdown, so no doubt they can pick up some more kills. And there's Thenderloot finishing off that team. Sanson taken down. 3 kills on the board for 10k days, and Thenderloot here. That's a good amount of kills early on. There's still 36 left alive. There's plenty of opportunity for points so far. And they've got themselves a nice little position to work with. They're right in the middle of the zone, pretty near enough. This is a little scrap going on between Soda and Gronan, Clara and Roxy here with the blue chip. The blue chip P90. There you go, look at that. Nice, you can see that from spectator view as well. Just see they're not really moving in too aggressively, playing it pretty chilled. I'm sure they're aware that they're there. But yeah, just holding that distance at the moment. 2 kills on the board for Team 2RQ so far, looking pretty good. Camera going pretty wild there. There we go. I think their blue chip detector's broken. I think they're binning it. I think they're done with it. Given up. So most of our teams already in the zone. There's a couple still down in Ripton, but there's a good chunk of Ripton still in the playable area. They don't have to bail out of that just yet. They can make their way in a little bit later on. Options to get yourself out of Ripton, a little bit limited on that north side of it. See Shinka here and Sip. They're moving themselves in. Keep saying Sips. That's someone else. Very nice. Get themselves a nice little empty compound. We've got Frenchie here up on the north side of the bridge. And things to be a little bit chilled out at the moment. Who's here in the airboat? This is back with teammate. Yep, 2 of them here in the airboat. They're pretty quick on the water, pretty terrible on the land. So I think they're just going to get themselves back in the drink and see what they can do. Very slow on ground, very sluggish on land as well. It doesn't look like there's anyone else around to take some pot shots here, so they're going to be able to move around pretty happily. They're going to try and get themselves inside the wind turbine, or maybe chill underneath here. You can get in this one that's above them at the moment. Not sure it's much their advantage at the moment. It's an interesting little spot to hide. A few cheeky little angles out there, but might be a bit of a death trap if you get caught in there. There we go. So that's Quora and back, Team BHM. We still got 19 left alive. We are into the sort of slightly higher placement points. I think you do get nearly 200 placement points for 20th place, but you get obviously so many more if you're able to pick up a few kills as well. Let me just double check I'm not talking. Sorry, 10th place gets you about 200, not 20th. 20th gets you 70. That makes much more sense. But if you get into the top 10, 10 points gets you 10th place, team place gets you 195 points. So that's when it starts to get real tasty. And then 28 points for every kill that you get. Nice bit of high ground up here for U here. Look at this view. Absolutely stunning view over the swamp. Not sure there's anyone still out there. It's kind of out of the zone. No one up there. Most northern player on the map. Just have a little look out into the wilderness there. Everyone playing very sensibly. There's our shift. It's a big shift here up to the northwest. It's where most of the teams aren't. We're going up into Buxley, and it's also north of that river. A lot of teams have to cross the river. There's a few bridges for it, but they're pretty busy areas. So if someone wants to try and camp on those bridges, that's going to get pretty messy pretty quickly. I think we're going to see a few kills popping off as people try and move across. TNC trying to make an early dash, but there are 2 people already set up at the barn, at the silo on the other side. You always bump into people on this bridge. They seem to be moving back at the moment. I'm not sure they're quite ready for it. Good opportunity. The car's almost flipped as well. The coupes flipped so easy, but they're going to get away with it. They do just about get away with it. It didn't take too much damage really at the end, but did nearly flip the car upside down. But Rick Moore's going to live to see another day. More to come over the bridge, though. We've got Zulu Man and Laura. I think they might just be starting to hold on the south there. I suppose with these hard shifts, you never know that it might come back again. This is R25, Mythrain and Polad. Haven't got any kills on the board just yet, but they're biding their time. Get themselves into that later game, trying to find, create a situation for themselves to get some points. There's 10k Days and Thunder. They are up in the solar panels. Lots to cover up here, but the lines of sight aren't great, especially up towards the north, but They've got Polad and Mithrain dialed in. They're keeping an eye on them. 3 kills at the moment, like we saw last time. Plenty left to get. Shunka having a fight here. This is down in the silos in the farm that we saw. Susie is down, and it's just going to be Rick. Rickmore on 11 HP. The car has been blown up. Rickmore gave a pretty good go at destroying it themselves as they drove in, but now it's Rickmore on their own. Susie is gone, and Siprek here and Shunka might be pushing in to try and finish this. They've got themselves a kill. I think Rickmore might be bailing back out of that one. Wise decision there. 2v1. Doesn't need to commit to that. Can probably bail out. Get a bit of placement. They have seen where Rickmore is. But could probably fall back unless they're going to get unlucky and get third-partied. Shunka and Sip, yeah, they don't want to push. They got a good position here. They don't want to push too far out of this. There goes BHM, taken down by Cannibal there. And Laura and Zulu still holding that compound, putting some shots onto the throne as they move past here, but doesn't look like they got any to connect. Still full HP for Throne and Ranger Jackson. Rolling past this farm again. Will we see some better shots this time from CTC? Is that? Throne firing back with the full auto MK. They've taken big hits on the car. That car is very close to blowing. Ranger is on half health. They have just about got away with it. Just about get away with it, but if they end up driving past, well, they're either going to park up downhill from these two or they're going to drive past them and get their car blown up. This could be dangerous for Ranger unless he gets in that house very quickly. Blue Star and Quadradas here have got a great angle on it. They also have an absolutely fantastic team icon, has to be said. Definitely team icon of the day, I think, Blue Star and Quadradas. Or maybe, I mean, Team of Love is pretty nice too. But I got to go for the one with the beard, right? So here's Muzz there swimming their way in from Ripton, from the northeast of Ripton, making their way across towards Frenchie and Mac here. The zone is moving pretty quick, so they're going to be taking some damage. I don't know if SF know they're here. They look pretty alert to... I don't know, I think they're just checking their angles a little bit. I'm not sure if they realize they might. I think they would have seen that movement, though. Yeah, I think they would have glimpsed that. So going to be a tough one here for the two swimmers making their way in. Here we go. Yep, they got an angle on that. Nice little split position here as well. Not sure they're going to realize Max here at all. No, doesn't. Nicely done. One down, one left. Surely going to get it. Yep, clinical. Great positioning there. 5 kills on the board for Mac and Dark and Frenchie Senpai. Could be a good game for them. Could be some big points. Pull them up the leaderboards a little bit. Dropping the blue zone grenades as well. Wasn't necessary. They got them cleared out so quick. And there's the zone. It has shifted back again. As we've seen, this zone has been bouncing back and forth. Not sure it's going to go south of the river, but it has kept Zulu and Laura in the game. Has kept them in the zone. Rib here moving in on their own. Look at this. No kills on the board for Rib. Lost Fragger early. Oh, nearly fragged himself. Speaking of Fragger, fragged his teammate earlier on. Maybe trying to balance out the karma by fragging himself as well. But did manage to pick up a knock on there. And Roxy is going to try and thread that blue zone in. That should probably get Roxy cleared. Nice movement by Courier. Gets around the back. And nearly took a tiny bit of damage from his own blue zone grenade there. And I think Roxy's maybe just going to get away. No. Didn't take too much damage from that shot. I thought that had chunk more. But still the 1v1 here. It was nice positioning from the teammate here. Roxy's teammate trying to get the save, putting in the smokes here. That frag should connect, though. Are they in the corridor or are they in the little room behind it? No, I think they found a little bit of safety there. Yeah, they're in a... Oh, that one's right on the money, though. Nice frag in the end. A little bit of luck there. It just rolled into the doorway. Takes out Roxy. Gets that kill confirmed. Just a 1v1 here. Clear reverses Ribbons. If Rib goes early, that's going to be a big blow to their hopes on the leaderboard for this game. Still another game after this, so plenty of opportunity to get more points, but they'll need a hell of a game if Ribbons drops this early. Just being patient. And that P90, you got to favor it at this kind of range. Absolutely devastating gun. Both players with level 3 gear. M4 AWM for Ribbons. They are on the edge of the zone here, so they don't need to push. But when the next zone pops, they're very likely to get shoveled out of this. And they've got Zulu Man and Laura just down the street as well. They've got Hannibal TV. It says Hannibal or Cannibal? Cannibal. It does say Cannibal. I didn't want to accuse them of being cannibal, you know, if it was inaccurate. Elena and Dan still going, top of the leaderboard. There we go. That is Catherine and Blue Star taken out despite their fantastic team icon. Sadly, it's gone. This is Throne and Ranger Jackson picking up their first kill of the game. OPEX taken down there as well. And there goes the other one from Team Calm, taken out by 10k Days. 4 kills on the board for Thunder and 10k. 15 teams alive, 26 players remaining. There's the zone. It's shifting wherever the players are. It is coming south at the moment. It is coming back towards Laura and Zulu. Good opportunity for some hits here from Catch the Canister. Don't manage to connect too many, but good effort. Shinker and teammate getting away with that. Siprex getting away with that, but they're going to get caught by Cannibal surely. M249, it's a massacre. They've got the self-resi, not going to help him out. Cannibal, nice crime of opportunity there. Gets 4 kills on the board. Yara dropped quite a while ago, but doing well here. Doing well running solo. Quite vulnerable position, and does have to push quite a long way. I think Cannibal has a bicycle. Does have their bicycle ready to go in an emergency situation, which it is going to be an emergency situation. Ribbons is kind of looking this way as well. But Ribbons is pretty busy with an enemy with a P90 in the same building. So good opportunity there to maybe pedal their way in. This is Mac and Dark. They got 5 kills on the board for Senpai and Mac and Dark. Put in some shots here on Broad Oo here, who's very stuck over the side. Does have their teammates still up, but they're split and they're not a great spot. They're taking hits from all sorts of angles. $10k Days making a push across here. They're going to get away with it. I'm not sure they're seeing the people on the left here. This is Mac and Frenchie. I don't think anyone's seeing anyone. There we go. It's a great angle though. Fender gets the knock in the first place. They've got to watch the third party from across the way. Oh, Fender taken down. That's unlucky, but 10k might have the save here. He's got a nice angle. I don't think Fender's going to get back up. The third party's going to come in. WTW. I was going to say got away with it, but 10k just spins and absolutely ruins them. Takes them down, taking hits himself from the WTW teammate. If he can hold this bit and get the med down. Mac has got the revive there. Mac and Senpai back up. And it looks like we might get the revive here as well. 10k going for these frags here. If it hits the tree, it's going to be annoying. That's a nice frag. Oh, not quite enough. Just went a touch long. He was so low on health, but it did a tiny little bit of damage. Just fractions in it. Yeah, no, WTW's got to pick up the teammate and run away with them. And might get away with this. Dan taken down. Dan's been knocked. Ribbon's been taken out. Dan is flushed as well. That was the leaders. But I think Elena's still going at the moment. Tristy again, a nice knock there on Rickmore finishing off. Oh, so Rickmore actually went play zone in the end there. Elena's gone play zone as well. That is top team out of it. Oh, gone. There's hardly anyone left. There's hardly anyone in the zone. There's hardly anyone left. There's Laura and Zulu just chilling in that compound. The zone has just been popping back to them. I think there's some favoritism from Dan at PUBG here. Bringing the zone back. Bringing it back here is absolutely outrageous. The zone has been yo-yoing around like we thought it might. Senpai and Dark having a good one here. Still holding their 5 kills. I can't believe that has come south. These zone settings are absolutely wild. We have got changed zone settings this time to make it a little bit more bouncy, shall we say, than normal. So, you know, maybe high IQ plays by Laura and Zulu to predict the zone would bounce back and forth and figure out where that dice would land. 10k Days is in the play zone, though. He's managed to survive. He didn't manage to get the confirmation didn't manage to get the kills on those guys that were close up. But he has got himself safe, and Mazzarini here is just medding this out. I'm not sure he wants to give the points up to WTW here. I think we lost his teammate, or their teammate, I should say. And is very much just watching this. 19 first aids Mazzarini has at the moment, I'd like to point out. 18 to go. Should be keeping that going for a little while. Obviously, you can't use an EMT or anything outside the zone. We got killed, so he's now can make their way in with their 17 first aids. But I think that next zone is going to be the kicker. I think that's going to do it. Here comes the car. This is Blizz and teammates. 2 of them in there. Could be a good opportunity for Triz here. 6 kills on the board for them. 10k Days still going. 2v1 down here on the edge of the bridge. They have to move up a little bit. Is there a little bit of cover? There's not. That is going to be rough. Still going to go. Blizz taken down there, though. And then taken down by the zone. Mazzarini's gone zone. Box Bob's still going. Triss actually went down to the zone in the end there. The zone is stealing so many kills here. We've got 2 duos and 2 solos left. There goes Blizz. Senpai taken down. Makadark's got 6 kills here. Might be able to get a revive potentially. Just looking for angle on Box. Box hasn't got a teammate to revive, so... Oh, that was big hits there. Going to try and get that frag in there for the finish. He's going to med. It's the right decision, because if that frag comes near, there's so many trees to bounce that off. Does he not have a smoke? We do have smokes, but just deciding to hold it. Going aggressive, going for the shots. Doesn't work out. Senpai Mac taken down. Box Bob gets the kills, gets both kills. And that is going to leave 10k days, Box, Laura, and Zulu Man. It's a 2v1v1. 4 kills on the board for Team 10k days. Laura and Zulu Man with 3. Potential to pick up a couple more here. And here's Box Bob with 5. Just getting some more loot on the board. Laura getting pretty close here. 10k days outnumbered, but don't put it past him. He's a brilliant player. We've seen him get out of some pretty tricky situations in the past. Bob making the move across here. Caught a little bit of the open. Great hits from Zulu. Absolutely clinical with the mini there. It's a 2v1. It's Laura and Zulu versus 10k. They've spotted him out as well. They know where he is. 10k has the zone here, but is outnumbered. Laura and Zulu can move in. Spread the angle. Little distraction smoke there from 10k. It's a good play. Drops in behind him, then rotating around. Next zone, though, has gone to Laura and Zulu, so 10k is going to have to fight it out with the M4. Doesn't have much ammo in that either. Look, it's about 60 rounds. 59 rounds in that M4 to take down 2 players. It's a big ask. Doesn't really have any utility. Only a couple of meds. Going to be very tough. Does get the knock on Laura, though. That is clinical and needed to be with that ammo. 7 rounds only fired. Gets a couple of tags there as well. Does have a stun. Doesn't have any frags or mollies. He's going to move in there. Take out the 2v1. And he does it. 10k Day clutches out. 2v1. 6 kills. Team 10k Days is back on the scoreboard. Look at that. 6 kills for them. Fenderloot and 10k in top. Laura and Zulu Man in second. Box Bob and Blizz in third. And Makadark Frenchie in fourth. And Reverend and Mazzarini in 5th place. Nice. Another great game there. The bouncy circle game. The crazy bouncy circle game. Those zone shifts were crazy. Yeah, so this was a custom setting mode where the zone was more inclined to bounce backwards and forwards. So we expected to see hard shifts, and I think we got them. So that was game number 4. If you're just joining us, this is the PUBG Partner Throwdown. Destination Deston. Let me just get rid of the double music for you. My apologies. Destination Deston. My name's Ben from The Beard Guys. I stream on Twitch and run a YouTube channel. You might have seen me knocking about playing some PUBG before or commentating on one of these tournaments before. That was game 4. We've got 1 game left for you today. Let's have a look at the game modes. That is going to be Destination Deston, which the rules of that I am just going to read out to you once I've scrolled to them. This is going to be 1 zone, 1 location. Blue zone will instantly knock you out. So I think this is going to be I'm not sure if it's going to be a custom square zone or a circle, but I guess it's going to be 1 zone that just slowly closes in rather than having lots of different zones popping around. And we have an insta-death blue zone, which I'm a big fan of personally. So we're just going to take a break for just a short moment, and then we're going to have a look at the updated leaderboard, and we're going to see who is sitting at the top of this once it's updated. We've got prizes to be won for all of our teams, for all of our PUBG partner teams. They can win themselves loads of G-Coin. We've got 48,000 G-Coin to give away to the leaderboard, to the winners of the tournament today, and also 90 Hunters chest packs. So there's plenty of stuff going out, and we're going to find out how the leaderboard sits in just a couple of minutes. Welcome back, everybody. The leaderboard has been updated, so let's jump in and have a look at that right now. We're going to show you the results from Game 4 first, and then we'll jump in and see the overall leaderboard. So you can see our winners from last game. That was 10k Days and Fend Lost grabbing the dub. They only had 6 kills there, but it got them 568 points, which I think is going to get them up in the mix on the overall leaderboard. Team of Love grabbing a 2nd place there, 477 points for Zulu Man and Laura. Swefra. That's Mac and Frenchie getting 473 points in that. Grind more 470 points to them. Box Bob and Blizz. And Catch the Canister getting 428. Signa and Triss. Let's have a little look at the overall leaderboard and see who's sitting at the top. So, 1,650 points. We still have Dan and Elena at the top of the leaderboard. 20 kills between them. They did okay in that game. It wasn't their best game, but they got themselves into this sort of last third of the game, and a lot of the other high-scoring teams throughout the tournament had actually dropped out pretty early on. So Uwe on 1,615 points, and just, what's that, 20, 30, 35 points behind is Grindmore. That's Blizz and Box Bob. They've been sneaking up there. They've just been consistently sneaking up there every game. Look at that. Great placement points, good kill points. That is very, very tight going into the last game. Another couple of hundred points behind. We got Big Gamers. That's Fraggers and Ribbons. Didn't have a big game that last one. They had a huge game in game number 3. Game 4, not quite so much. But there's still everything to play for. We saw them get over 700 points in one match earlier on. So 200 points might look like a big gap. But if they can do that again, then you never know who's going to take it. Potato in 4th place. That's Explicit and Arb. They're on 1,214, not far behind again. And Good Mood, that's Cannibal and Yara on just over 1,000 points. We saw them clutch out game number 1. Loot Gaming down in 6th. We can see all these teams with still quite high points. If a team gets, 500 points plus and the top 3 teams go early, then, this could go to any of the teams really sit on that leaderboard. Great prizes to go out as well. The first duo is going to win 20,000 G-Coin. They're going to get 10,000 G-Coins each. Second place gets 8,000 G-Coins each. And third place gets 6,000 G-Coin each. They also get 90 Hunters chest packs to give out to their communities for coming in. Oh, sorry, that's dished out between them. So 40 Hunters chest packs, the 5 times ones. The bundles to give out to their communities. So loads of Hunters chest packs to give out to their communities and a load of G-Coin to go in their own pocket to spend on whatever they want to spend it on. So game 5 is going to be starting in just a moment. That's the final game of the day today. We've had 4 brilliant games on Deston so far, and I'm sure the last one will be no exception. Don't forget you get 400 points for coming in first. For placement, you get 28 points per kill. And in this last game, the blue zone is going to instantly knock you. It's an instant death blue zone. So do not touch it. Stay away from it. I think it's also going to be one zone that gradually closes in rather than lots of different zones popping in. It's how I understand the rules. We'll have to see how it goes. But great mix of rule sets so far. Really enjoyed the variety of the ones we have. They all seem to work pretty well. There's a link for the leaderboard in chat if you want to go have a little look at that and check it out. Lovely to see so many people hanging out today. Hope you're enjoying the stream. My name is Ben from the Beard Guys, and game 5 is going to be getting going in just a moment, and we'll jump over to that when it does. We are ready for game number 5. The final game of the day is about to get going. Our final Deston game of the day. If you're just joining us, this is the PUBG Partner Throwdown Destination Deston. We've got 32 teams of duos, 32 teams of PUBG partners joining us today. FVP duos for every game, fighting across Deston, trying out all the new stuff that's been added in the recent PC update 19.1. Big thanks to the PUBG EU team for organising all of this. And shout out to Ansvar for observing as well, doing a fantastic job always, and always a pleasure to be involved. Here we go. I'm interested to see where this zone goes. I think there's going to be... do we have to hashtag add this? I'm interested to see, yeah, if it's going to be a circle or a square, if it's going to be... I guess it's going to be a big zone that's slowly going to come down. But, yeah, interesting what's going to happen. 29 teams have made it in, 58 alive. That's only 6 players who were too chicken to come and fight the last game because they're doing badly in the tournament. But it's great to see everyone else showing up. So a couple of teams out early, 2-1-2 out in Ripton, but it looks like they got Ripton mostly to themselves. Everyone else spreading across the map. I'm sure they had very, very good reasons for not being able to make the last game, which I'm sure are entirely justified. So a couple going pretty late. I wonder if we're going to see Elena and Dan going up to the north again. They've been going up to 10 forts pretty much every time. Oh, a lot of players dropping lodge. This is great to see. There we go. This is what you do in the last game. You don't not play. You hot drop. You turn up and you hot drop. Look at this straight in there. Oh my god, gonna get away with that. He's got a shotgun. Nice hits from Muzzler there. But if he moves in, it's not in that room, I think. It's the one round the corner. There's no... I learned the other day there's no window in that room, and it... Yeah, I paid the price for it. Nicely, 3 different teams dropping lodge. I'm not sure if anyone's gone underground. No, I think they're all on the top level here. Shotguns and G36s knocking about. Holding this main room. A lot of shotties. Grenades getting ready from Karanko here. We've got Yissus here. Getting ready as well. Teams just biding their time a little. Blue Star's got the blue chip here as well. One of the teams has found a blue chip. Going to be very, very useful. This is the play zone? There's one tiny little play zone? How quickly is the zone going to move in? How quickly? Oh my god. And the blue instantly kills you. Okay. Oh, the potatoes are gone. Oh, I thought it was a man with a beard with muscly arms. It's a potato with muscly arms. I mean, that makes a lot of sense when you say it out loud. But it kind of looks like a man with a beard when it's small, right? I'm not the only one who thought that. maybe I just have beards on the mind. It's in the branding. Well, Yiss is taken down. Karanko's on their own. Gets a nice hit there with the double barrel, though. 1v1. I really expected that to be one big zone that gradually came down, not one tiny zone. Oh my god. Well, Karanko versus Muzzler Soda is going to push it with the jump shot. Oh, it's so unlucky. Connects, but doesn't drop them. And Karanko's going to get the save here as well. That's nice. I don't know if that was a noble decision to not thirst or just, just didn't happen. But so, who's going early to this tiny zone? That's what I'm curious to see. It looked like Zulu and Laura are moving there. No one was in it to start with. I'm not sure if there are any buildings in it. Is this there's Laura and Zulu, the team of love. Second place last game. They were unlucky not to win it, but they got good points on the board. 2-1-2's taken down there. Looks like they might be dropping early. They were in Ripton, but I guess they bailed out quick. Look at this journey out to the play zone as well. Here it is. This is the play zone. I think they might be first here. I think they're first here. They are. So we saw Laura and Zulu play the zone really well last game. Got themselves a second place. And, well, they're here again. There's 2 buildings, basically, in that zone you can use. Well, 2 compounds. Blimey. Okay, so here are our leaders. This is Elena and Dan. They need to be getting every point they can. Not able to capitalize on any there. They get some nice hits, but not going to be enough. I think they're already a fair way over to the zone. It looks like they're on that kind of western edge of the map. That tends to be the deserty, hilly, mountainous kind of area is that western edge. So, yeah, they're definitely ones to watch. Dan and Elena, they're sitting in top. Second place is Blizz and Box. They're not far behind. So that is Grindmore is their team with the little like blue icon. I can see them in the north middle of swamp there. They're both still alive. Got a crate come down here. This is next to Mac. Are these all going to drop in the zone? They are. Oh my god. These are going to fill up the play zone. So all of the airdrops are going to land here. We've got an AWM sitting in this one for anyone that wants it. Looks like Mac has turned up in the zone here as well. So we've got 2 teams in the zone. Everyone's heading that way. This is going to be messy. This really throws it up in the air. This could go any way. And might not work very well with, Dan and Elena have normally moved into the zone pretty late. That's worked out quite well for them. They've had to come in early this time. They're just up to the north of the zone there. And they're going to have to make their way down. There's still... So the zone is about to start moving. When it does, if it touches you, it instantly kills you. It is an insta-death zone. Look at the state of this. With the SLR shotgun loadout as well. That is a fantastic outfit. I love that. So, ones to watch. So, we got Box and Blizz up the top there. They might bump into some trouble in a minute. They're in second place. What about Potato? That's Explicit and Arb. This is Susie. Has lost Rickmore already, but Susie's still going. Where are we? Where have we got Fragger and Ribbons? Are they still, I think they're still in it. We've only lost a couple of people so far. Here's Sanson and Dogser making their way in by bike. They're going to be getting to a pretty busy area by the look of it. Oh my god, look at the players clustering around that zone. Here they are, yeah, Ribbons and Fragger. So, top 3 teams all still in the game, but they're all outside of the play zone. I'm going to have to move their way in. If one of those if all 3 of those teams got taken out early, which could easily happen with this zone. I mean, it could end up with just... How can you have more than, 3, maybe 4 teams actually make it into that play zone and be able to fight there? The two buildings are already taken. The ridge, you could probably set something up. And there's a few trees. People are just you're gonna have to crash the buildings and see what you can do. Here's Reverend and Mazzarini. It's a nice push, but gets caught. Great return spray from Senpai there. Holding off the compound well. They do defend it brilliantly, getting 2 kills on the board. Nice and early. Cleanly done by Senpai there. Gets both of those in the end. A lot of players converging on that. A lot of players still fairly far away from the play zone. It does kill you instantly, but it's quite slow moving, so they've got plenty of time to get up there. I guess by coming in as late as possible, it might help you out because other teams have already killed each other a little bit, but... yeah, I'm not sure it's going to... You're also going to have the blue right on your heels. Here's X-Gen... what did I call it? Argin? Zargin? Say. Professor X. Doing okay. Coming in their taxi. Laura getting a nice knock. They tried to push the compound. Didn't work. That was clearer. Laura getting the finish there as well. Nicely done. Zuluman still going. These compounds are going to get hit and hit and hit. There's 25 teams. There's 2 compounds. They're going to keep coming to try and take these over and over. It's going to be brutal. And the teammate out there, Roxy, is very low as well. Nice little... Tried the pre-fight. Didn't quite work out. Roxy's going to get the med by the look of it. Just 11 HP right by the window there. I think they know exactly where they are by the audio cues there. Zulu moves around to do it. Nice play. They needed to do that. Zulu going to get back in, I think. Well, Zulu was put so low there. So low, but gets away with it. Slicker's gone. Nice play by... I mean, if Laura and Zulu can hold that compound and keep picking up kills as people come in, they could get a big game here. They could get a big game. This is Elena and Dan. Again, not able to capitalize on hitting the car as it goes past. They need all the points they can get. It's going to be so hard for them to get in this zone. And maybe getting near the edge of the zone and trying to third-party kills and other people making their way in. Something like that might be the best chance of capitalizing on points if you're late getting here. Unless you have the confidence to just crash one of these buildings. There are still so many players left. That blue zone is creeping in. So is this still grain silo? No, this isn't even in the zone. Oh, no, this isn't even in the zone. It's just next to the zone. That's as good as they can get. A building next to the play zone in an insta-death blue match. That is going to be tough. 10k Days getting a kill on Shunka. They're taken out. 2 veterans of the PUBG partner Throwdowns. They played in many before, but Shunka on the downside there. Curb is miles from the zone. There goes Shunka's teammate. Sip take it down, and that is the end of their tournament. 10k Days getting both there. I think with the drive-bys to finish it off. Still got Thunderloot left as well. Blizz having a little scrap there on the edge. Trying to take out with this WTW in the air. The click of death there, having to reload. So these two at the moment sitting in second place. Not able to pick up any kills, but they're still alive and pretty safe out there for the time being, at least until the blue reaches them. Hopefully no one's forgotten the memo on the insta-death blue zone, because it's getting closer and closer. There goes Suzanne, and Ace is taken down by Ribbons. Nice. Couple of kills on the board for Ribbons. They're sitting in third place at the moment, so important points there. They all count. 28 points per kill, and there's only a couple of 100 points between first and third at the moment. First team don't have any kills at the moment. So if second can pick up some kills, if third can pick up some kills, we could see things shift around. Here we are with Elena and Dan. These are the leaders at the moment. They're getting closer to the zone, but they're still not in it. I mean, they're one of the furthest teams in that local area. And then there's still a few quite a way out. Franco don't get a drive-by. They get a tyre. I think that might be one of the cars that is weak from an earlier drive-by. But it's a clean hit on the tyre. They got 2 kills themselves. But, you know, what do you do next? Everyone just sitting around the edge of the zone. They don't want to go in there yet, but they're going to have to, or the blue will literally instantly kill them. Here's an insta-death blue zone. So here we go. We got Team Cub took the hill, but they've lost one of them. It's still got one up there. Zulu and Laura have split houses here. They wanted to protect both compounds. It's bold. There goes 2-on-2. They are out. They are out of it. Thunderloop gets it. Another kill on the board for 10K Days team. And where is this? I didn't even know this existed. This is awesome. This is 2 a.m. versus WTW. Where is this? This is great. It's a quarry. I didn't know this was here. Well, Wee's taken down 2v1. 1v1. He's low, but he's got the smoke. Senpai needs to move in there or they're going to get that flush because he's in the open. Yeah, going to go for it quick. He does get the med. I think had the... they got both up with the self-revive. Can he get both? Don't go for the flush spin. A little slow to react there, and that's 2 a.m. out. 2 angry men are gone. WTW should be able to get the revive here as well, potentially. Doesn't look like anyone's trying to third-party that at the moment. A few teams creeping into the edge of the zone. Where is that blue zone? It's a very... It is still moving. It's just very slow. So I think the teams that maybe realized they had a bit more time than they initially thought. When I first saw that blue zone appear, it felt like they needed to rush in. But I think it will probably still take the normal game length time to move in there. So it is creating carnage, but they can bide their time a little bit here. They can find the edge. They can get some kills. They can pick up some placement points. But when that blue gets to you, it'll get you. So Laura and Zulu still coming. That building that Zulu moved to is actually out of the zone. It's just outside of the one he moved to on the split for the time being. Laura just inside the edge of the zone. Great seeing some fighting around this area. This is a really interesting place for the zone to go. Not somewhere you normally see the zone going on this map. Not somewhere you really see much action. Yep, this is on PC. It's all on PC. So Curb still miles out, but just playing it patiently. Here's Senpai and Macadok still going. In the play zone, there's a P90 dropping down. Left by Mac. Just wanted the armor, I assume. Didn't fancy the P90 or already got one. And there goes Team Cub taking down. Another kill on the board for Senpai there for Team SF. Here we are with 10K Days. Popping the drone out. Useful thing to have in this situation. So many people out. Another good opportunity for the blue chip as well. Thunder is moving up there. Is he going to go for some drone support as Thunder tries to 2v1 it here? There's the drones. Trying to find them. One's down the bottom. One's in this smoke. Great bit of team play here. So 3 kills on the board for 10K and Thunder at the moment. 2 for 10K, 1 for Thunder. And they are bailing out there. Look at that. Yeah, they decided to go. They didn't want to fight that. They heard the drone. They heard the player coming. Decided to leave that one. So Cannibal moving up onto the hill. We saw a couple of players up there earlier. It didn't work out very well for them. Once the zone is a bit smaller, it will be a good spot. But I think at the moment they've got teams behind like Fragger just sitting there with an angle. Here we go. Another crate coming down. Near SF. Is it just Senpai on their own? I think they might. No, they're still both going. Still both going. So these two teams that got here earlier starting to pick up some nice kills here. Ah, the drone. Nice. Nice. The drone being... Great to see the drone getting some good usage. Very interesting to see. I think this is the first PUBG partner throwdown we've had probably since the drones existed in PUBG. We haven't done one for a little while. I certainly don't remember seeing it being very prominent before. And obviously Deston has other uses for the drone as well. There's Cannibal. We said that hill was dangerous, and it is. There's just too many angles onto it at the moment. You have to just come in there late. Another kill for Frenchy Senpai there. SF taking down Wall. They are gone. Team out of it. Throwing in Ranger Jackson. Moving in the back here. Here's Thunder taken out. 10K, I think, maybe is still going. There's Karenko. Teammate is down. Yussis is gone. Yeah, Karenko on their own now. And look at this. Poor old Ostas. 10 HP. Completely in the open. Karenko's got the blue chip. He's going to see them. Yep, nice. Great use of the blue chip there. Saw them and got the kill. Blue zone is still creeping its way in. Everyone's pretty close at the moment. How's our top teams doing then? Blizz and Box still going. Elena and Dan still going. Rip. All the top 3 teams on the leaderboard have still got both players up at the moment. 10K Days is still going. He just picked up another kill. 4 on the board. Here we are with the current leaders, Elena and Dan. They've picked up a kill there. Another team rocking up on Laura and Zulu here. Who's that? That is Triss and Sig and CT here moving in. Is Zulu Man, I think, is back in the same building now. He is. Nice. Great move from Laura. Great reactions there. Just charge around the corner with the MP9. Zulu trying to go for the flank here. I think Sig is just out the back at the moment. Great hit from Zulu. Nice. 4 kills. Laura and Zulu defending the compound well. Clinical there. Great plays with the MP9 from Laura. Great plays with the shotgun from Zulu. And they're holding that compound. They have to. There's nothing else. There is nothing else for them. Senpai on the back foot here. I'm not sure how Senpai ended up here. Just wanted to come out and take the fight to the enemy. They had a compound in this zone, but they wanted to move out. Love to see it. 5 kills, already disconnected. Or is that just because the zone drone pops up? But yeah, Frenchie Senpai gone. Nope, gone. Didn't want to hang around. They're out there. 5 kills on the board. They're done. And that is their night over. But good display from them. Still their teammate in the game. Mac here with 1 kill on the board with the drone, hiding in the bathroom. Blizz and Box Bob here. They've made their way to the edge of the zone. I'm not sure what the cover is going to be like for them, but they've got to the edge of the play zone. Currently sitting second in the table. That is going to keep them alive for now. There might even be a tiny bit of cover for them there. Might be a little bit of cover. Is that? Yeah, maybe just about in. They got vehicles. They can make a little fort. Yeah, they found a little bit of cover there that no one else had. They're trying to set something up here they can hide behind. And the zone gets closer and closer. We've got the time. You can see there, 2 minutes 50 till this zone closes down. It's an instant death blue zone. Just to remind you, there goes 10K Days. There goes Yara. Taken down by Sanson and Throne. There goes Sanson as well, though. Caught by Ribbons. Another kill on the board for Ribbons. Team Big sitting high up in the leaderboard at the moment. That is an important kill for them. Only 7 teams left here at the moment. It's surprising we've still got all the top 3 teams remaining. Blizz and Box, Elena and Dan, Frag and Ribbons, all still going. As well as Team of Love, Laura and Zulu up at the north there. Throne over to the side, and Wee and Oo down the bottom. And of course, Max still sitting solo in that compound. So it's a battle between these top 3 really for the win. If they had gone early, maybe Team of Love could have caught up, but I think they're going to struggle with the other performances we've got going on today. But Team of Love, they're in 18th on the overall leaderboard at the moment, but if they can convert this to a big game, they could easily get themselves up in that top 4, maybe the top 3. Top 3 might be a big ask at this stage, but they could certainly creep themselves up into that top 5, I would say. Well, things have calmed down somewhat after the initial flurry. There's not so many people left alive now. 13 alive, 7 teams, mostly intact teams. Just 1 solo sitting there at the moment. This is the last game of the day, by the way, if you're just joining us. Last game, all FPP Duos PUBG partner Throwdown Destination Deston. With an insta-death blue zone and 1 tiny zone. And the blue zone is slowly creeping its way down towards. This is Dan and Elena trying to figure out what to do. They're not in that zone, and it is getting really close to them. They need to get in. They have to get in, and there's not really anything for them. Same for Frag or Ribbons. Blizz and Bob, they're the only ones actually in the play zone of the top 3 teams at the moment. Elena and Dan, Ribbons and Fraggers, they've all got to move forward into this place. And there goes Throne. Caught by, oh, look at that. The drive-by double kill from WTW there. Nicely done. 2 more kills on the board for them. And they're back on this hill. We've seen a lot of action up here. Ribbons and Fragger, they're try and take it. Dan is down. Dan has been taken down by Zulu. That's a big knock there. They are the leaders at the moment. And Ribbons and Fragger, if they can take WTW and take this hill, they're going to be in a really strong position. They've got a decent amount of kills. Taking these 2 would make it 5, and they'd have a position in the zone here. But they need to be careful. There goes Elena. The top team are out. UWU are out. Dan and Elena are gone. They had about 50 points on second and about 200 points on third. So Big opportunity for Blizz and Box Bob here to go ahead. They just need to get another placement or two, and that'll probably do it. Here they are. Laura been knocked by the zone. She touched the zone, the insta-death zone. Dan wasn't joking. It is an insta-death zone. They do have a lot of time, so the next zone closes to nothing. But they got a bit of time here. Look at this. Ribbons, they're going to get caught completely out. They didn't even know they were here, but they've moved down. They've actually moved down and just got away with that. They're about to trap them there. They got away with it. I think stuns come in, so they know what's happening. They know there's someone behind them now, I think. Laura's going to get that med very close from Laura. As the first person we've seen actually touch the play zone there. One tick and it does it. 5 kills on the board for them. 3 for Team Big. This is really, really tense to see the two of the top 3 teams still going. Team of Love still going, but they've got to come out of that house now. And where's that center zone going to go? Team Grindmore, they've got vehicles as well. They might be able to move to the middle and make up maybe some sort of car fort, keep themselves alive. Ribbons here with the high ground, gets some nice tags on Zulu. Blizz and Box finding an angle here at the side. This could be, I think, Blizz and Box Bob probably in the strongest position here. They've got the points advantage. They're second in the table. And they're not really pinched between anyone at the moment as well. Look, they're more in the zone. There's the dot. You see the dot? The dot is actually up in the north. Great position. Great opportunity for Box Bob, hit and partner here. Gonna have to be aggressive plays by the others to do it when that zone moves in. That's going to be tough for a lot of these. Team Weenie up on the hill. Having a great game. 8 kills. They've done really well. They're sitting in 7th place at the moment. If they can pick up more kills and take the dub, maybe the victory is out of the question, but they could hit top 3. They could hit top 3 with a big game here. Big gamers could still win this. Grindmore could still win this. Two minutes 50 on that play zone at the moment. The counter is going down. People just biding their time. They don't need to move don't want to move until you really, really have to. But it's so dangerous playing the edge of that zone. Another crate coming down. Even just offering a bit of cover, these crates could be critical. Could win or lose the tournament for someone just having an extra bit hard cover. That's actually really near. Well, it's on the dot, isn't it? It is. I think that is the dot. That's a great knock on WTW there from Box. Is he going to get the finish as well? Every point, every kill is absolutely huge right now. Does get a nice hit as well. I don't think they're going to be able to get that flush by the look of it. Box is going for it. He is going for that crate. If he can grab that, hide behind the crate or getting that rock just in front, then he's in a great position there. He might get caught in the side by Laura and Zulu, but if Laura and Zulu come out, then they're going to be getting hit in the side by everybody else. So yeah, they've got themselves in a really nice spot there. They're going to get this revive okay. Fragger actually moving back. Good awareness there from Fragger to come back, to know there was a knock here, to come back and try and capitalize on that. 1 minute 40 on the zone. Very, very tense. GM not able to pick that. Of course, we've still got the solo. Completely forgot about the solo. Mac, they had 7 kills as well. Their teammate already backed out, but 7 kills on the board for Mac. Careful there. That could be an extra 28 points for someone. Not sure if they're going to have a self-revive. But Mac and Dark, 2 kills themselves, 7 for their team. Still sitting in the zone, but they've got the biggest move to get to the dot there. You can see it's up near Box, quite near Zulu and Laura, but they have to move through the open. They're going to have a bunch of smokes, though. Most of these teams haven't deployed too many smokes yet. I think WTW just dropped a few. But I don't think Laura and Zulu would have really used too many smokes so far. Plus, they've had a whole bunch of people just turn up at the house and dying for them. So that should also sort them out with a bit more utility. Here is Blizz. They are on the... he has taken that rock. Zulu Man got themselves out a little bit here. 40 seconds and that zone starts moving. This is going to be the final zone of the day. It's an instant death blue zone. Who are you calling to win this, chat? It's anyone's game right now. The leaders on the leaderboard are out. I think they're probably going to get overtaken by GM. It was close, but I think GM will probably overtake them. Big gamers, BG, that is Fraggers and Ribbons. They could take it as well. And here we go. It is all about to kick off. It's going to be very close there. No kills on the board, though, for GM. They haven't got any kills yet this game. That is going to limit their points, but their placement on the team above them should maybe just about be enough to get them into first at the moment. I think it's going to be really tight, though, if they don't get any kills. They're going to go for a C4 car. They're going to roll a C4 car down there. I absolutely love this from Bliss. Does he have the self-revive as well? Oh, my God. They might even go a little bit... No, that's going to be absolutely perfect. The Zulus have to get up. Laura's already down. Oh, no, just a little bit too much time. They're just going to feed the kill. Ribbons actually picks up the kill on Zulu there. Laura took herself down to the zone. It was a fantastic effort for the C4, but it did just feed a kill. But Fragger's gone. Fragger's gone play zone. Ribbers at the end. Max gone play zone. One of the WCWs is down. Ribbons picking up the kill there. Is he going to get the flush? No. Yes, is able to get that extra point. One kill on the board now for Box Bob as well. They've got Wee down. And that is it. That is it. They take it. Blizz and Box take it. One kill on the board. That should be enough to take the victory. I think it's going to be really tight. Ooh and Wee in second place with 8 kills. Ribbons and Fragger with 5 kills in third. Mac and Dark and Senpai in fourth. And Laura and Zulu Man in fifth place. That is going to be very, very tight. Wow, that was a great game mode. Absolutely crazy seeing that circle come in. The instant death blue zone was fantastic. Really enjoyed those game settings. Thanks everybody for coming to hang out today. We're going to have a look at the leaderboard in just a moment. We'll wait for that to update, and we'll bring you the final leaderboard, let you know who has won today. I think they're going to just take that, but it's going to be a real mix at the top. Team Alava are going to pull themselves up into a good position there with that finish. It's going to be very tight, but we'll be right back, and we're going to show you the leaderboard in just a second. So while we just wait for the leaderboard to update, let me just recap you on the points, on the prizes available today. The team that wins today gets 10,000 G-Coin each. Team in second place gets 8,000 G-Coin each, and the team in third gets 6,000 G-Coin each. As well as that, they also get a whole bunch of the 5x Hunter chest pack that they can give out to their communities as well. So if you're a fan of any of the channels that win today in the top 3, or even if you're not, go and hang out in their communities, check out their streams, and they're going to have some great prizes to give away if you want to get your hands on some Hunter's chests, which are the things that work with the new workshop system to help you get new cosmetic items that you can use on your characters in PUBG, on PC, and maybe console as well. It's probably PC codes, I would say, for that. But a whole lot of G-Coin to be won. Just waiting for the leaderboard to update, and then we'll run through that for you. And it has updated. Let's have a little look. Let's make sure I got the right one here before I change. That's let me give it a little refresh. I don't want to declare the wrong winner. Okay, game 5. Okay, and then we click group. Okay, we're good. We're gonna look at the leaderboard. Here we go. So first place, they take it by just over 100 points. In the end, Grindmore, GM, Blizz, and Box Bob taking the victory after 5 games in the PUBG Partner Throwdown. Destination, Deston, very nicely done. 17 total kills, 1,535 placement points, and a total score of 2,011. Second place, UWU, Dan and Elena. We saw them have a fantastic tournament. They are with 1,903 points, sitting in second place, 21 kills. And then Big Gamers, 1,872 points, sitting in third place. That's Ribbons and Fragger in third. Kill leaders there with 24 points after that huge game they had in, I think it was game 3 or 4, a little bit earlier on. So very tight, 100 points between first and second, just 30-ish points between second and third. And then a little jump down, we've got Weenie here. They had a good game at the end there. Got themselves 1,600 points in fourth place. Loot Gaming, that's Thunder and 10k Days, got themselves into fifth in the end. Good Mood on 1,310 points. That's Yara and Cannibal. We saw them win game 1 in sixth place. Potato, that's Explicit and Arb. We saw get seventh place there. Swefra, Mac and Dark and Frenchie taking 8th. Potatoes, that's Carico and Valdera getting 1,207 points in 9th place. And the Team of Love with 1,106 points. Great performance in the end game there. And second place in the game before. That's Laura and Zulu Man having an excellent tournament there. But well played by everyone today. It's been an absolutely fantastic tournament, and they're going to win themselves some great prizes. But thanks for joining us today. It's been a fantastic event. Thank you so much to the PUBG EU team for organising it and for also having me on board casting for you today. My name's Ben from the Beard Guys. You can go and check us out on Twitch and YouTube. You might see me playing some PUBG at some stage. But it's been great. Thank you also to Ansvar for doing the observing today. And just to recap again on the winners, we got Blizz and Box Bob. That's Grindmore in first place. Dan and Elena in second place. That's UW. And Ribbons and Fragger in third place there. But thanks so much for joining. It's great to see so many familiar names, so many friendly people in chat. Been an absolute pleasure as always. I'm going to sign off for the day. But everyone, take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time for the next PUBG Partner Throwdown.